something.
You sound fine to me.
Okay.
All right, welcome back to all of my son puppies and new members. Little touch base with everyone real quick before we start. House rule still stands. If there's something you want to do to another player, say pick their pocket or tackle them where it's totally random, get the other player's permission first.
Okay.
Checker, can I tackle you?
Intro to the scene.
Yep, I am okay with PvP, but I don't want anyone to ever take away another character's or player's agency.
Right. Makes sense.
Also, if there is anything that is a hard no for you, please let me know. You can let me know offline, or if at any point you feel uncomfortable during the game, you can whisper to me and we'll stop whatever's going on right then and there.
Awesome. That's good. That's really good to know. Thank you.
Okay. So I guess we'll begin. It has been about 5 years since Spider and Jor had last traveled together. And that is where we are going to start, as Spider had some adventures of his own and was looking forward to reuniting with Jor and seeing how he had been. Jor has been living in the caldera of a volcano with his wife, Rouvray, for a while.
It's the wedding.
Spider was invited to the wedding and
didn't show because, Travis.
He sent her like a squirrel in his place.
yes.
It was more like 50 squirrels in a trench coat, all right?
No one even noticed. It was weird.
Yeah, there were 50 squirrels in a trench coat. It was all good. There was only 25 at the end of the wedding. Don't know why that was.
Probably because
Well,
Agri dated him.
Did
Wedding
Jor look like a
guests,
dragon or the not goblin?
Angry.
Wedding guests, hors d'oeuvres, whatever.
That
Yeah,
is
I'm good.
actually up to Chris, whether Jor was in dragon form or not goblin form.
Dragon, I guess. Yeah, that makes more sense. He thinks he's a dragon.
Okay.
All right.
So that's where we're going to start. Is Spider has arrived at the volcano. You're in a cavern outside of the main caldera itself, so you're not directly in lava. And the volcano is currently dormant. So is there any catching up you'd like to do before we move over to Shayna and Derek's characters?
So I assume there's, backslapping and... Wait, is Jor a dragon?
No, not now.
That changes things. That feels more like a trap.
Yeah, Jor doesn't so much backslap you because he can't really reach up there. It's more like the back of your leg.
Listen, touch your ass. It's a good game. Good game.
Okay.
Well, I
Would you
will
both-
introduce Jor to my new traveling companion as well. They
Okay,
probably
go
have a
right
lot in common. Jor, so I'm no longer with the squirrel community, as you might have noticed. This is Ash Ashenweir. He's my dragon mentor buddy. So Spider has a pseudo dragon now.
Everybody has a dragon.
Ash is laying across Spider's shoulders and kind of sleepily opens one eye and does a kind of reptilian tongue flick at you before laying its head back down.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was a long trip, so he's a little worn out from laying on my shoulders the whole time.
Yeah, I've noticed that, us dragons tend to get lazy. Shh, don't tell my wife I said that.
Is the big lady around?
At this point in time, she's not. She had told Jor that she was going to go investigate something, specifically for, I should have had my notes up, for the little daughter. I don't know if Jor would like to share her name with Spider.
Yeah, he would have already told. It was Aurelia.
All right, so Rouvray had gone out because she had heard about something that she wanted to bring back for Aurelia, and so is currently gone. Yes, Spider is a big blue troll. Speaking of that, would you both mind describing your characters for Derek and Tucker?
My character's a goblin.
That's
Very tiny.
sometimes as a dragon.
Yeah. Who basically has a dragon mask and thinks he's a dragon.
Okay. He's good at it. Yeah. Had a lot of practice.
So Spider is a big. He's technically a half troll, but you know, there's not much difference when you're blue skin, got tusks,
Right.
stringy hair, wears a hood, typical roguish looking outfit.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, and he has a pseudo dragon that he is the animal companion of.
Okay. Gotcha. He owns you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it. I dig it.
Okay, so while Spider and Jor are catching up, waiting for Rouvray to come home with whatever it was that she was planning to bring back, because she didn't tell Jor, she just said there's something she's going to go pick up.
She has a habit of doing that.
Yeah, she does.
Dragon.
We are going to go ahead and shift over to Shayna and Derek's characters, who are currently in the living room area of a Yuan-Ti woman who wears a scorpion male half plate, her honey-colored hair kind of done up in a braid. This is Llewellyn, who has asked you to her home. At this point, you've already had tea and some snacks, and she's filled you in on what she is requesting.
Okay.
The only thing that I haven't shared with Shayna offline is Llewellyn believes that she had originally fixed the problem and that either she missed a phylactery or got the wrong one. So you'll rehear all of this when she actually talks to everyone else. But would you two like to introduce your characters as you are currently sitting together?
All right. Well, ladies first.
All right. So I'm Willow, little halfling.
Okay.
Typical light-colored, friendly halfling garb, curly light brown hair, freckles.
Okay.
Very sweet. And that's just sitting there.
The
I'm
most
probably
halfling of all
stuffing-
halflings. I do not
Yeah, I'm
trust
probably
her.
stuffing my face.
Stuffing your
Absolutely.
face.
Just everything that's food, I'm eating it.
Everything, all the tea cakes and everything, they're just going.
Oh, everything. They're all done.
Can't reach out and grab anything. All right. Well, my character's name is Fitzbon Boom Pop, and he's a gnome. So he's got like he's dressed up in like a bunch of different like kind of patchwork outfit, different like pockets and things on it, and he's how would I describe him? So he's got maybe little balding at the top, big frizzy hair in the back, and big hook like the big nose going on, and he's kind of just he's really kind of taking in the whole room, very much enjoying everything that's going on. A lot of great decorations. He's never really been in a Yuan-Ti room before. All this is very new decor to him. He's big on all everything, so he's got to definitely take everything in. Very exciting stuff. Now he's even ignored his tea for a while. It's kind of just sitting there, kind of just sloshing around. We'll start warming it up when it gets cold.
So when you two are done eating and having beverages, when Llewellyn does not try to rush you at all, but once you are ready, she will take you via travel plants to a large tree just outside of the caldera of the volcano.
Oh, plants, lovely.
Yeah. So once you are ready, she actually touches the side of the room you're in, because you're actually in a large room that's inside of a tree.
Right. Okay.
And a portal opens, and she asks you to walk through it.
Oh. Okay.
So all three of you walk through it together. You kind of feel the rushing sensation of your body being moved rapidly over a great distance. And the portal opens on the other side, and as you walk through, it closes behind you. The volcano is only lightly smoking, and you can see the forests all around it surrounding you.
Okay.
You travel through a cavern tunnel in the side that, as you continue through it, gets warmer and warmer. And you eventually do enter the caldera itself, and Llewellyn smacks her staff on the ground, and her voice is amplified and echoed, and she actually calls out for permission to enter the home of Jor and Rouvray. So Jor, you hear a voice that you haven't heard, though Spider has. Spider, at the very beginning of the travels, had once met this same druid who had asked for assistance in finding out what the Fey incursion was, which ended so interesting as now your former traveling companion had gotten a whole beach community going of surfers in a place called Sherwood. So Spider, you
Spider's eyes will get big, and he'll lean over to Jor and be like, "Were you expecting someone?"
You.
Well, I don't know if you're up for a little
Were
wager.
you expecting somebody?
No, not at all. But a gold piece says that that's a druid.
A gold piece. I don't trust you anymore.
You trusted him.
Not from the
You
last
trusted
5
me?
times. I learned.
Well, Jor, that's
Jor's new wife taught him the true value of gold.
fine.
So how does
Well,
this work? Do
okay.
I just invite her in?
Yep, if you are willing to have her enter the caldera, you let her know that it's okay.
Yeah, I'll let her in, I guess.
Okay. She takes Willow and Fitz across the caldera, avoiding any lava pockets, and goes into the main cavern where Jor and Spider are.
Can we refer to those as hot pockets?
Yes, she avoids the hot pockets.
Hot pockets.
So she walks in with her 2 new companions and goes, "I haven't seen you in quite a while, Spider. I'm glad to see that the information I had was correct. I am very sad to say that I do need to hire your services and hopefully your companion as well."
What about Jor?
I'm talking about, oh, that's right. You do also have a pseudo dragon now. It's lovely to see you. I believe it was Ash, was it?
Yes. This is Ash. He's asleep right now, but
Mhm.
I'm authorized to negotiate on his behalf. So
Okay.
Convenient.
So I need to hire your services. Back when I was traveling myself and adventuring, I had taken care of a problem, or I thought I had taken care of a problem in a land called Chult. There was a lich that had managed to cause a death curse, and anyone that had died before or died, their soul was not able to continue on to where it was supposed to be, nor could they be resurrected. I thought I had gotten his phylactery, but the death curse has returned. And not only has it returned, it is spreading to other worlds. Jor, for you, go ahead and give me either an Arcana or a Medicine check.
Awesome.
what? And you think Spider doesn't have that?
Say Jor's specialities. I mean, this is going to be great.
He's a dragon. All dragons have these specialities.
Oh, for sure.
Or a medicine check?
Yep, or a Medicine check.
At least that has something in it.
Okay, so you're not entirely sure if it's linked, but you do remember that your daughter's egg, even after it was separated from the mask, had gray streaking through its shell. And your daughter, while she is very beautiful, has gray streaks down her back that are not normal for a golden dragon hatchling.
All right.
So she does let you know that this curse has returned. She does not know if it is Asasarak that is back or someone else. but she cannot go herself as she has about 30 children she's currently watching. And the last time she left them, the entire city was burning in flames when she got back.
I remember that. Oh.
Oh, little ones.
It had
Yes.
nothing to do with that.
Around this time, Jor, you can hear the wings of your wife,
Mm-hmm.
and she lands in the caldera.
Oh.
And as she's coming back in, she's got something in her claws, something slightly feathery looking, but scaly.
Food.
And you hear her kind of make a churring sound that she makes specifically for your daughter to call her out. So all of you see a very small golden dragon coming out from one of the side tunnels. In one of its claws, kind of has it stuffed, holding it up, is a stuffed giraffe that is
Oh,
as it comes in.
oh, giraffe.
And you see Rouvray in her big red dragon form kind of lean down and go, I got you this. And she opens up her claws, and it's some form of slightly feathery looking kobold that's looking around with gigantic eyes and it seems to have some sort of pack on its back and goes, I figured this one might be able to help you with your other kobolds. And she kind of like nudges it forward.
Kidnapping kobolds now. This is normal.
Yeah, totally normal. Your daughter squeaks and starts chattering away to this kobold and leads her off into the other side.
Oh, it's your daughter's first kobold cult.
Yeah. First it's kobolds, then it's goblins, and before you know it's troglodytes.
Yep.
So not food. Well, Jordan was getting hungry, so that was unfortunate.
Well, when you're a god, you can eat your worshippers. It's okay.
That's true. Yeah, they don't mind so much.
Basically, what they're for.
They're into that sort of thing, yeah.
All right.
Just-
So
Sorry, I was going to ask
Nope.
if Spider still had any cheese from the Feywild, but probably not.
give me a D100.
Oh.
How old is that?
No, I'm sorry. You don't have any cheese left from the Feywild.
Okay,
Oh, too bad.
that was some good cheese.
All right. Llewellyn lets you guys know I am willing to negotiate on your price. But I do actually need your help with this so long as you're willing to do this. And unfortunately, I do think that whatever is happening in Cholt is spreading here to Suavos.
So it's on another world, right? We'll be leaving this place.
Yes.
I would love to help you. I have hardly any bounty hunters after me at all currently. So a quick trip to this planet Cholt world sounds great.
Yeah, there he could make new bounties on himself.
It's
Well, they don't-
entirely
they don't
new
follow
crimes
you.
that he gets to commit.
Yeah.
They're misunderstandings more than crimes. Anyways, yes, sounds good. What were you going to pay?
Well, the pay is negotiable, like I said. I do have access to several magic items once you get done. There is a couple things I am going to let you know. I'm going to need to let you know about Cholt and Omu if you accept. But is there a price that you have in mind for going into very dangerous areas where you are not going to be able to get out immediately, at least as far as I know?
Can I consult with Jor for a moment?
Absolutely.
Jor, are you going to come?
Sure, I guess.
How much do we want? Because I'll pay you half of whatever she's paying me.
It's like George's like trying to figure out how much he should earn normally money goes through his wife, so so he's like trying to remember the hoard she's collected.
He made
But
me
then he's
promise.
also thinking maybe if he could get access to apparently now stuffed animals. Magical stuffed animals, maybe those are a possibility. Enchanted.
Start a whole new horde.
All right,
George
well,
just shrugs and just says, just say a lot of
Okay.
money.
1 million gold. So yeah,
Meaning
turn
babies.
back around. Like, we can discuss proper rewards once we've returned successfully. I guess a better question would be, what are you prepared to offer up front in order to help us complete this quest?
Well, I am willing to offer up a couple of magic items to assist you in heading into this quest.
Troll eyebrow goes up, chin goes down a little bit.
You do have quite a bit of options, honestly. From what I do understand is you will have some more companions that will join you once you arrive there. You might actually have to camp overnight before they are able to join you. But I can offer you magical weapons to help go in. I can offer you sending stones to remain in contact with each other, as well as with me. That is correct. She does have Whelm and Black Razor as well. She will actually say, I do have a couple of pretty powerful magical items, but you'll have to put up with their personalities if...
George just reaching.
I'll give him his high five down low, like he's looking for there. Powerful magic items, you say? That's sounds like a good price to me. Now, I do have a favorite bow that I use. Is this gonna interfere?
It shouldn't interfere if you want a weapon or if you want something defensive.
Okay. Well, when do we go?
I am ready to take you there as soon as you yourself are ready to go.
Yeah, it's probably best if we do it before Ash wakes up.
Okay.
I lose negotiating power when he's awake.
Well, would you prefer a sword or I believe it's a Whelm is a hammer, correct?
Or hammer, yeah.
No, a whelm is the trident.
Oh, oh yeah, okay.
Okay. Would you prefer a great sword or a trident?
I look down at Jor.
Jor can't technically use either one. Well, no, he can use the trident. He can't use the great sword. It's heavy.
I mean,
Yeah.
Spider's about 7 feet tall.
Yeah, Jor can only use the trident, and not sure how well that's going to go. But Jor, would you try to use the trident?
I will answer yes.
Yes.
Yes. We'll sort out the details on the road.
Let's have some.
Okay. She actually kind of laughs because I can't believe that I'm letting these back out into the world. Thrace is going to laugh his ass off as he had suggested that this is what you were going to want. And so she pulls out Whelm and Black Razor.
Where did she pull it out from exactly? Now I'm
She
curious.
has a bag of holding. She actually pulls it
Let's say,
out from
if she pulls a Highlander on me, I'm going to be impressed. All right.
Okay, so Black
I was
Razor.
wrong. Actually, whelm is the warhammer. Sorry, I
Okay.
always get those two mixed up.
Well, she technically had all three when she had left the place. So if it's not Whelm, what is the other one.
Give me a second.
So Black Razor, while Scott looks that up for me, shines like a piece of night sky filled with stars. Its black scabbard is decorated with pieces of cut obsidian. It is a great sword. It is
Isn't
a
it
plus
wave?
great sword.
Yeah, it's literally just wave.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So Spider's eyes get big at the shiny.
She will let you know before she hands it over that when you kill someone with this, when you reduce someone to 0 hit points, the sword is going to devour their soul.
Oh, so don't use it on my friends. I'll pat Jor.
Correct.
I'm a friend.
Start the game with an insatiably evil weapon. Yay!
Yes.
Yeah, you know,
because
dragons.
That's how the Sun Puppies roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. I'm down for it.
As Chester did type in chat, there are runes added on one of the sides that say property of Rendell for some reason.
After that whole debacle in court, he started labeling his shit.
It's all bedazzled.
No worries. If we get to Chult and anybody asks my name, it's going to be Rindle. It's Spider spelled Rindle.
Okay. So go ahead and make note that you have Black Razor. You should be able to look it up.
Okay.
I'll post
So
the
it should
stats
be
in chat.
Wave that is the
Yeah, I
Trident.
got both of the stats. I'll post them all. I'll post wave first. Actually, I have it pulled up.
Thank you. So the downside before she hands you over Wave is she will let you know you're not going to be able to use Wave unless you are a creature that worships a god of the sea. If neither one of you
What gods are of the sea? And I'll start worshiping them right now.
Scott, which god is the god of the sea in Suabos?
Both of the moon goddess. Sorry, Yildan and Aliyah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's two.
Llewellyn will let you know that.
Yeah.
All right. You know what?
Token lip
I'll
service.
help him out. I'll worship that one too. Which one did you pick? Just in case. We hereby devote ourselves. Yeah.
Let's just flip a coin.
As one of your hands, whichever one of you chooses to grab Wave, you hear a voice in your head that says, "We happily accept new converts."
Yeah, I'll take wave. Yeah, and I'll be like, oh, sure. What's a convert, Spider?
A convert. That is hold on a second. -2. So that's when you change your mind about something.
It should be noted, Wave and Black Razor hate each other.
Yes.
Awesome. That's okay. We'll deal with that.
And I don't think either of you are proficient in charisma saves, so this is going to be awesome.
Let me know when you go to attune to either one of these, please, by the way.
All right.
Is there an out of character? Is there some kind of attunement thing we have to do, or just spend time with it? And
It's an hour spending time with it that you attune to it, but both of them being what they are will try to take you over when that happens. So you're going to need to do charisma saves.
Wave.
Or,
we'll do it
Wave-
before we go. So the powerful lady can save us.
yeah. Wave is neutral, so Wave probably won't. So the Trident probably won't try to take you over, but Black Razor does.
Yes, not again. Not like last time.
And Spider, when your hand touches Black Razor, you hear a voice in your head that says, "I am so hungry."
Whoa. I don't want to ask.
The last guy fed Black Razor very well.
Very well.
All right. So I propose that we adore these items before we leave, in case something bad happens.
Adore these items.
Yeah, that's what it told me I have to do. I have to adore it.
Okay. So Willow and Fritz, you see all of this. I need to bring up Black Razor.
Yeah, I have it all in chat. It's
Doesn't care who souls eats.
it probably wouldn't even, as long as he's willing to feed it, it probably wouldn't even try to take over it. It just wants to eat. It doesn't really care. Just don't eat undead people.
So Spider and Jor, do you choose to attune to these items
Sure.
before you head out?
Yeah. Jor
Alright.
doesn't know any better, so.
I love that our monk and our rogue are attuning to these items.
Yes. So Jor, the trident is very happy that you have converted to a sea god and start singing sea shanties in your head. Spider Razor says it wants to eat and demands that you be willing to feed it.
I'm sure there'll be plenty of opportunity.
It will also say, and none of that undead shit. That it's disgusting. None of that shit.
Ah. Well, what about? Never mind. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I can hear him like arguing with the weapon, right? Like,
Yep.
so I'm already like, okay, should we be concerned? Concerned about this? I'm a very small gnome.
Do these weapons speak? Are they that kind of a weapon, or are they empathic?
They're telepathic. They speak into your head. So Willow and Fritz can hear your side of the conversation. They cannot hear the
That's
sword.
even
That
better.
is if
Even
you are
crazier.
speaking out loud. If you are not speaking out loud, they just see you like staring at the sword.
Like a different kind of psycho. Yeah.
And they
yeah,
can
yeah.
talk to each other. Too.
He's a door in it. Jeez, leave
Yeah.
Spider alone.
Well,
Whelm and Black Razor, or Wave and Black Razor can talk to each other telepathically too.
And they hate
Yes.
each other, so.
Well, weirdly, I just was looking at Black Razor. Black Razor finds Wave tedious, and Wave is just chatty. It's Black Razor and Whelm that actually hate each other.
Okay. Good. No bad blood then. that's
not bad word choice. Bad word choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Llewellyn will hand Willow 2 sending stones. And she will let you know these will talk to each other. They will also talk to me, so long as we are on the same plane of existence. So, Shayna, you've got 2 sending stones to divvy up however you want.
Okay. That's good to know. Thank you. I'll make a note.
Okay.
I need to hand those out now.
No,
Okay. Good.
Llewellyn just gives them to you. She specifically wants you to have them because of the deal you made with her.
Yeah, I'll put them away.
Do they have like unlimited minutes, or is it like the guy prepaid plan? Like,
Okay. Hey.
Roll me
Hey.
Is this a 5G network or?
It's the newest hotness. It's 6G. Don't worry about it.
Before Llewellyn takes you on to Cholt, she will let you know that last time to get into what she calls the Tomb of Annihilation, she had to go to all of the different temples of the gods of Omu and get stones to try to get inside. Also, once she was inside, she couldn't teleport at all.
You know
And so
what?
warns
I
you-
suspect I'll have the same problem.
Yep. So she does warn you of this before taking you further. Now, before we continue on, for reasons, Tucker, I am guessing that your character has been stealthing.
Tucker, you
You're I lost him.
And we just
Yeah,
lost him.
He just got
No,
it.
he's stealthing.
I'm gonna
Very
grab a beverage while we wait for him to reconnect.
Sounds good.
He's really good at it.
There he is.
Yeah,
Oh, there he is. He's back.
Well, the GM
You're
got
back.
food waiting for you, so
That was a killer
So-
stealth roll, Tucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a nat.
Yeah,
a
no,
nat 20,
I am
think, yeah.
out. I'm out. Are they? They're still inside, right? The volcano. Yeah,
so
I
I'm
am out.
asking-
I'm outside. I'm not in the volcano.
So once they wrap everything up, so long as there isn't anything Jor, Spider, Willow, or Fritz want to do, they're going to start heading out back towards the tree that Llewellyn used before, like that they walked out of. You would have seen them walk out of it, and Llewellyn was not attempting to look for anyone hiding. So I would like, if you're all right with it, a stealth check from you. And what is Willow and Fritz's passive perceptions?
My
Passive perception
passive perception. I think it was 9. Let me double check that.
at 20.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Can't remember me.
that's a passively perceptive rogue.
Got my eyes out. I pay attention to shit.
Is anyone else having issues with Roll20, like bringing up their
Oh.
character sheets and stuff?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can't. I'm having trouble pulling mine up. Yeah.
Yeah, people are having issues with
Mine
that.
keeps
so
on like dropping for no reason. Like it'll be blank when I pull it up, and then I'll pull it up a second
I'm
time.
having the same issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. So
Good.
I think
I
it
just
was
can't
9.
open the tabs. Like it takes 3 years to switch.
Oh yeah, the tabs are loading slowly too. Yeah, I'm having both those things going
Okay.
on.
okay.
I blame the West Coast
Okay.
servers because over here it's working great.
I was just
Okay. Yeah.
I'm kind of guessing on what my stealth is right now because I
Okay.
can't pull it up.
Fair enough. Today's session
Yep.
really is a lot of introductory stuff.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I have an
so
8 wisdom, so I want to say it's 9, but I don't know for sure.
I actually don't know who succeeds on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, usually the acting party succeeds, but there's
Yeah.
both people are acting, so I don't know who actually succeeds on that one.
so I'm gonna say it this way. Willow,
Mhm.
you do see a wolf-like creature that is nearby, but it's not acting aggressive or anything like that
Yeah.
towards your party when you enter. So
Okay.
take that as you will.
I would probably just make note there's a wolf over there, but we are walking into a volcano. So, my attention might be a little divided. We'll put it that way. I notice it, sure, but I don't sound an alarm. I think maybe there's just wolves in this volcano. This place is weird.
There's special volcano wolves.
Yeah,
Special
Yeah,
volcano wolf.
exactly.
hot dog.
Very
A volcano
big
wolf.
volcano
Hot,
wolf.
very hot dogs.
Thank
The
you.
hottest of dogs. Yes, I'm probably so distracted just thinking about going through the tree again. I'm just like, oh, you guys are gonna love traveling by plant. It's the best. I just did it. You guys are gonna love it. It's great, great, great.
Okay. Chris and Travis, what are your passive perceptions as you guys exit the volcano and you were heading towards a large tree?
16.
17.
Okay, you noticed nothing.
I'm busy
All right.
adoring. Yes. I
So,
will also, before we leave, real quick,
Mhm.
reading what Black Razor looks like and everything, like you said. I'm gonna disguise a little bit. I'll wrap some older leather around the scabbard, so it's not so shiny. It's not my style.
okay.
I
So
don't want it to
Llewellyn,
be obvious. I don't want random adventurer to come along and go, look, it's Black Razor.
Hey,
Kill
that's
its
Window
wielder.
Sword.
Kill its wielder.
okay. So once you are ready, you leave the volcano. Llewellyn once more opens a passageway through the plants. All 4 of you feel your body rushing forward, and it seems to take a while. It does take longer this time for Fritz and Willow than it did when you made it to the volcano.
All these big folks slowing us down.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm looking up at like the edges, trying to get a look at the border and try to figure it out myself. I have no frame of reference.
As you exit, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay. As you exit the other side, Llewellyn did not step through after you. You feel the humidity sink in and the heat as the jungle around you welcomes you with the sound of churring insects and the howls of monkeys.
Mickeys.
I am not going to shift you over just yet to the map because I know it's going to take a long time to load.
Fair.
But Tucker, with your character, what do they do when the party walks through?
So yeah, we about the time that we realize that the portal's going to close, we run through.
Okay. We are going to get back to this party in just a moment as you run through, because with running, you're no longer stealthing. So when you exit the other side.
Oh yeah, they're going to see me. I'm huge, and there's 2 of me.
Yes. So the portal closes behind you, and you can feel the jungle around you. You seem to be kind of at the base of a cliff, and you can kind of see in front of you what looks like old stone buildings that the jungle itself is trying to take back over. We are going to shift now over to Scott and Chester's character. And their ally, Raikion, who is currently in kind of a scarfy looking outfit, holding up a mirror to her face with her legs up, sunbathing. You are in the area that people know to try to track you down for jobs. And as you're all sitting there, one of Raikion's eyes open and she says, "We have a visitor," as a portal opens and a tiefling man walks through, purple-skinned, somewhat crazy smile that is somewhat unsettling, and 2 curved horns that curve back, framing almost as though it was a crown upon his head.
I'm gonna look at Raikion and be like, I'm not sure. I have not studied this yet, but I'm not entirely sure scales tan.
Still feels nice. Sun always feels good.
Eski just kind of stands up very slowly, fingers all steepled, and he just kind of approaches very slowly this arrival, stops about 10 feet away, and says, "You have the privilege of being in the presence of Holcrum, Eskrim, and Raikion. State your business."
Fabulous. I'm in the right spot. Here, your bounty hunters, possibly into trophies.
Yes.
Great. I have a bounty for you that you might also be interested in for trophy purposes.
I like trophies.
Now, I know that you worship a Lich Queen. How do you feel about hunting a different Lich?
I just look at my brother to see if that's something that would interest him.
I kind of like whisper, like, I mean, like, Velclath kind of like, she's not really into competition, so I mean, I should probably be pleased with us. And I don't have a Lich skull on for my wall.
We are not opposed to such an offer.
What he said.
Proposition.
Fabulous. 10,000 gold pieces. By the way, don't die during it. You're not going to be able to get resurrected. Whole thing going on in Jolt. But 10,000 gold pieces.
Does this Lich have a name, or will any Lich do?
Assisarac.
I walk up next to my brother and be like, hey, does he mean like all of us? Like there's 3 of us.
Oh, I thought you just wanted the trophy.
I mean, you know my share always goes to her.
My brother wishes to know after I receive my 10,000 as the finder's fee for this contract, what you'll be offering him.
Well, if you are going with you are getting 10,000, if your brother is wishing for some other prize versus the skull, I am open to negotiation.
I just whisper again to my brother, like, it's not really my pay, it's her pay. You know, here she gets.
I understand. You do understand that my brother is the premier hunter in the multiverse. And you
Well,
think that
obviously,
a
that's
single
why
lich
I'm
skull is
here.
enough to entice him? We could go find our own lich skull.
Very well. 30,000 for the three of you. Take out this Acerak, and you're going to have to work with some companions that
Ooh.
have also been hired. You do not have to share your bounty, though.
Again, I whisper to him, like, I'm fine with the extra people, but I don't have to talk to them, do I?
No, you know I'll handle that.
Thank you.
Very well. What will be the actual terms of receiving our payment? Where will we find you, and what burden of proof do you require?
We can meet back here once you are done, and I am going to need his skull, and I
So
am going
my
to need
skull.
to examine it.
I actually speak up at this point, like, so my skull.
Yes, your skull, and I will need to verify magically that his soul is not attempting to come back.
Hmm. And you'll have this written in contract form, I imagine, with your contact information so that you don't, no show on us. I don't
Easy
know
enough.
if you are aware, but Raikion doesn't take well to being lied to.
I imagine no dragon does. And the
Raikion is
smile.
no mere any dragon. This is Raikion you're speaking to.
Raygod's probably asleep at this point.
He is asleep in the sunlight. Might lazily open an eye and look at him, at the man talking to him. She doesn't actually say anything, as snarky as she sometimes is with you guys. She does not actually say anything to him.
She doesn't have to. Silence speaks louder than any words that Raikion might have for one such as you.
Okay. So would you two mind giving physical descriptions of your characters now?
Can. I have one written up, so
yeah, if Chester wants to read his, because I was just gonna play off of his, so.
Look like him, but a little different.
And I'm gonna put it in text in case you get tired of listening to me drone on and want to mute me. What? Eskrim stands a gaunt 6'3" with a finely chiseled musculature, clearly bereft of any body fat whatsoever. His face is all angles, with a sharply defined jaw and deep-set eyes, and a highly set, flattened nose. His ears are faintly tipped, but barely noticeable. His skin is a faint yellowish, nearly ashen gray. His hair is an atypical shock of platinum blonde, and windblown, leaving it look all quill-like in appearance. All in all, you really can't mistake him for anything other than a Githyanki. As with current fashion trends, his attire is testament to a decadent lifestyle somehow amalgamated perfectly with that of the utility necessary for an adventurer. Despite perfectly tailored high-quality fabrics and leather accents, the only ornamentation at all resides on the collection of jeweled rings adorning every finger and the pan flute strapped to his left thigh. An astute observer will note a finely crafted, if deceptively small, buckler of indeterminate material is on his left forearm, which shows a decidedly out of place given the lack of physical weapons anywhere on his person. He has a pack, typical, beat to hell, old ass adventuring pack, not very full, not empty, and yeah, that's him.
Okay, so Holcomb actually looks extremely similar to him, except. So first of all, he has like a metal face plate, like a mask, and he wouldn't have actually been wearing it at this point, and probably would have been up. He also doesn't have the blonde. He actually has the typical like black hair for a Githyanki. he's this exact same height, so 6'3". He is bulkier than his brother, more muscularly defined, and he less close. In fact, pretty much he's wearing like plate armor leggings, but then like almost like a mesh material top, like it seems to have like sporadic bits of armor around it. And he probably at the beginning, before somebody told him that we had visitors, was probably tinkering with something, like some like little tiny gadget in his hands as things were going on.
Okay. Raikion is currently in her tiefling form. She has the traditional red dragon horns coming up, deep, deep red hair, somewhat tanned fake skin, since she's not in her scaly form. But yeah, this purple skinned tiefling holds out a contract, swirls his hand, and you see the 10,000 gold pieces change to 30,000 gold pieces. He hands you a rough sketch of a continent. He says, the place is in Chult, a place called Omu, and he'll mark roughly on the map where it is. And in the contract itself, if either of you wants to do an Arcana check, you can.
Yes, I was going to ask you how I can go about vetting this.
That's good enough. You can tell with this contract, it is actually a magical contract. And upon when you think you have succeeded, all you have to do is hold the contract and say Ceothrax.
Ceothrax?
Ceothrax. And he will know to meet you back here at your hideout. Yep, I can't think of what I want to call it, so I'm going with hideout to verify that the job has been done.
Gotcha. And is there anything about the specific disposition of the skull once final death has been verified?
He does it, and no, it says that your brother specifically will be allowed to do whatever he wants to the skull.
I point that out to my brother just so that he's very clear that this actually says.
I actually will like inquire, like, how do we? Like, is a lich skull just like a normal skull after it's no longer a lich? Like, how are we going to like? Is this going to be a thing when we mount it?
I'm sure we can find a taxidermist that is experienced with these things. Hey, we have an accord, brother? You're good with this?
Of course. New lands, new things to kill.
We have
I don't have to talk to anybody. Sounds like paradise to me.
Okay. So once you accept the contract, he kind of gives a nonchalant wave and disappears from your sight.
I'm just gonna start packing up and like signaling to our compatriot, hey, it's time to leave, and then like, let's go.
We're far less polite when other people aren't around.
Yeah.
Kind of.
When people around, like, our dragon's the shit, we're very respectful and we talk her up. When no one else is around,
She's like
easy.
She's our employee, or we're hers. We're just still not entirely clear on that.
She kind of sighs, exasperated, gets up from where she was lounging, and shifts to her dragon form. And once you two are ready, she will launch herself off the side of the cliff that your hideout is on, with you on her back.
I was about to wait.
Yeah. Yeah, we're in her claws. Right.
Yeah. I mean, that won't kill her off.
Just in her mouth.
And then she plane shifts you first to the ethereal plane and then back to the material plane, except when you come back out, you can feel the humidity as she starts circling around. She's a little further off from Omu, so
Yes.
yeah, it takes maybe half an hour to fly. And then in your journals, you have the map of Omu because you're able to see it from above as she circles.
As the humidity hits, I turn to my brother. I'm like, and you said this wasn't a practical way to dress.
Yes, and I'll remind you that the next time we go to a cold planet.
So she circles for a little bit, and when she starts descending, you can see stone gargoyles along the side. And she's going in such a way that she's dropping really fast past some of them as she is honing in on a group of humanoids and other below her, because you had been told that you were going to be working with another group of people.
Okay,
You
as we
sure
get
you wanna work
closer,
with these?
I'm gonna flip the mask in front of my face, so I'm like full predator mode at this point, and then activate guardian mode on my. So I like my armor just like almost sprouts out of my skin, and I'm
But
full.
he's not Iron Man, folks, okay? He is not Iron Man.
So as you descend, you two will be able to see a little bit that's happening below you as Tucker's character comes through the portal behind the others. But I have to pee and grab a drink, so 5-10 minute break, and I'm going to shift us over to the player map, which should take a few minutes to load because there's actually a lot going on there. So I figure this is a good chance. And I will be back in just a moment.
That was way more fun than just saying, I look like Ebony Maw. Which I do.
Good
With a hint
description.
of yellow skin.
Which is the whole point of this character for me.
Yes.
I'm very glad to finally get to do it.
And I get to play the straight laced one for once. And it's been a challenge already.
I was gonna say I'm struggling. It's hilarious.
And I'm like, I want to be a snarky smartass. I want to be a snarky smartass.
I'm gonna start calling you mom.
Right,
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for you just to see that little collapse and be
I
like,
know.
nuh-uh.
Yeah.
See when it eventually does wear out, yeah.
Because he's already wearing out and it's the first session. So.
It was like the first
I knew it was
conversation.
going to be a challenge.
Mhm. This is
Playing an
very-
edgelord in text, easy. Playing an edgelord in real life, not as
Very fair. It's really edgelord when you can, like sit, edit, get the giggles out, and then get back to it.
Yeah, I can write an edgelord. You
Oh,
know,
I know you. I know. Sure.
Sim came very naturally though.
Shocking. God, no, I can't believe it. I could. Oh, I mean, I could pretend to be surprised if you want, but
So Derek, the first campaign of Sun Puppies, I played a satyr bard, who was on
Oh, okay.
basically a self-imposed Rumspringa from the Feywild, and was just experimenting with everything. At one
Nice,
point-
nice.
at one
When
point,
they
Scott-
say yes to everything at least once, yeah.
yeah, at one point, I think it was Scott fed him a rod of wonders, and
yes.
that was
Well, okay, so hold on. You being it was a little different than I think
ate
he had it, and you went, "Ooh, it's like a pretzel stick," and then you
Yeah.
ate it.
goats eat
That's-
anything. I don't know what you want. I played it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then you farted Noxious clouds for a while, and knock yourself out with that.
No.
I think I'm pretty sure though.
Nice.
I remember it
Very
being
nice.
described very specifically as yellow noxious clouds.
Yeah, but I don't think I've knocked myself out.
Yeah, this
Okay,
is
I think you knocked
to be fair, this is the most normal we've had at Sun Puppies game in a while. Even though we started with Wave with Tukith Yankee, Whelm and or Wave and Black Razor being casually handed out. This is this is probably the most normal we've ever been.
Like,
Just wait.
Okay. Okay.
Is
Yeah.
only the beginning.
Last
Only
time
the
Shayna
beginning.
was the only person that played a straight laced character.
She
So
was the mom.
like
I
off
was
the
the mom
wall.
at the beginning, and I got
I'm
real sick of that real
So
fast.
mad at this.
I think it's probably gonna be a similar break that happens soon. It's gonna be fun.
She was on the other
Looking forward
now,
to
bitch.
Is everyone back from bathroom breaks?
I'm good.
Stop in.
Okay.
Oh, I should go back on the map.
All right, so for Eski and Holcrum, Rouvre flies in such a way that when she dives down, she is gliding over a ravine to the southwest of the Omu area itself. So you actually do not get attacked by gargoyles as you're coming in, but the rest of the party, you are next to, kind of in the ravine, next to a large tree. As you exited the portal, and behind you, almost runs into some of you, is Tucker. Would you please explain your character? Describe him.
Of course. And having problems bringing up roll 20 again. Okay, so you see behind you two massive wolves. The first one is a dark black color, large muscles, definitely like bred for riding. His coat is missing in parts, and you can see strange scarifications and intentional designs cut into his flesh, most prominently on his snout where he's got less hair, and he is carrying a sack. The second wolf looks exactly the same as the first wolf, but is a translucent blue color. And they split up and try to encircle the party that just went through. And shakes his head and tosses the bag that he's holding. They're both holding a bag, but when the solid one tosses the bag, the other bag disappears. And he tries to toss it at Jor's feet. And it lands with a thud in the dirt, but the clink of metal, and you can see that the bag itself is just like soaked with blood.
See, now we're into full stun puppies territory.
Thank you, Tucker.
We have been following you. And then in Goblin says, "Are you the one they called Jor?"
George just like confused now, and he's like looking. He's like, he looks at Spider first. He's like, "Is this a friend of yours? Are you telling people my name again?"
Spider looks thoughtful, like he's trying to remember who he told about this. Maybe.
Like,
I don't think I know him though.
I don't remember any wolves. Yeah, I'm Jor, and
Does your packmate speak our tongue? And he kind of motions towards
Spider's just
Spider.
looking at the door, waiting for the translation.
Jor will start speaking in Goblin. He'll be like, "Don't mind my friend here. He's uneducated." And he'll look at the bag and he's like, "What is this?" And he'll try to kick it open a little bit.
Yeah, it jingles. There's money in there.
Money it's a bloody bag full of money. What?
Bloody bag full of money. It's not that full of money. It's gold and silver and copper and probably about 26 gold worth. That's a fighter's starting wealth. But it's like different things that change. It's not
A lot of copper in there.
Considering the bag, Spider will be like, "Well, maybe I do know him."
And he'll switch to common at this point. You are the one who runs with dragons. Stud of dragonkin. Your pack is strong. Your pack is worthy of me. And
George-
smart. You brought food, and he'll look at the halfling and the gnome.
I was actually just I already have my bow in hand.
And it's also important when he talks. They both talk. They both talk together,
Okay,
but they say exactly the same things, like in chorus.
gotcha.
Are we next? So we just came out of the tree.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Spider-Ball looks surprised. He didn't realize they were with him.
this is the first thing we've seen when we've come out here. So I've probably got my wand out, but my hand's like shaking because this is the first
like-
thing I've ever seen. This kind of
I'll
thing.
be
I'm
like
just
looking at Spider. I'm like, did the lady hire
Food?
these
Someone-
two short people to be food for our new wolf friends?
I don't think he actually introduced them to us.
I don't remember.
I think we were too
Oh.
busy adoring our weapons.
That lady cuts holes in trees. We
Said
can
hi.
eat her later.
Yes, tree hole lady.
Didn't agree to be food.
You two. Hi.
Hello,
So when
charm.
when this conversation is going down,
When he
Willow.
tosses the bag. Yeah.
when he tosses the bag, Willow darts up a tree.
I'm
Okay.
Alright.
I'm 4 feet. Well, actually, I'd probably be 55 feet up the tree. Really quick, just vantage
Okay.
point away from the wolf that now thinks I'm a snack.
Oh,
Your
you mean
food has
the trees are
escaped.
climbable?
Yeah, I'm just sitting up there and I have my bow out. I'm not pointing it at anyone, but I'm just sitting there holding it in my lap.
Jor is all of a sudden right next to you.
Oh,
He just shadow steps right next
yeah,
to
no,
you.
I figured. Oh, you climb too.
Okay, from this
Well,
vantage, you
We'll
two,
stop to watch you with
From
just a
this
big
vantage-
smile on their face.
okay. So the wolves are watching you guys, big smile. From your vantage now, for Willow and Jor, you can see a red dragon flying towards you, kind of like beelining. Now, this dragon for Jor is smaller than Rouvray, your wife,
Mm-hmm.
though you probably, even from this distance, can recognize her.
I'm gonna talk to the wolf. Like, hello, I'm Spider. I'm a ranger, so I feel like we could be friends.
We could be pack,
Or pack.
family, horde.
Right.
If you're strong enough.
Well, I'm
I'm
pretty
strong.
strong.
I'm probably offering to share a snack with Jor while he's sitting up here with me. Do you want a cookie?
Jor will eat the cookie. Jor doesn't turn down free cookies.
It's probably cookies I got from Llewellyn. I'm just borrowing some
He's
snacks.
never traveled with Doll.
Hi.
Wolf, what's your name?
I've had many names. Many names that I don't like.
Me too.
Like Rendell. It was weird.
Rendell, thief.
I have been called
Taylor, little bastard.
Hasuku. It means night.
Suku. Do you like nicknames?
Some nicknames. Hasuku is nickname.
Do you like the name Cat?
God damn it.
Okay.
Big
Before we
squirrel.
continue that, just real quick to answer something that Scott had brought. Scott, you can see what's happening below.
Mm-hmm.
As Raikion kind of like banks, you're going to be able to do what you just rolled for, and none of them are looking for you. None of their passive perceptions are high enough. So when you land silently, and none of them see you because you're invisible.
Well, I'm significantly heavier than him, so imagine I actually kind of like there is probably a little bit of a bounce on the tree, the branch.
Yeah.
Is he
Oh.
actually invisible, or
If
is
you
he...
would have said something to your brother, he could have featherfalled you down.
So he is actually invisible, but Willow and Jor, you do kind of feel.
I
a
see
shape.
invisible creatures up to 120 feet away
Okay.
from me. I have
In that case-
the robe of eyes.
Oh, that's right.
Robe of eyes.
Yes. So you actually do see him when he lands. The tree shakes a little bit, and he lands right next to you. For your investigation earlier, Scott, when you circled Omu, you probably did see some of the Yonti down there, and a group of red robe somebodies.
Okay.
With that investigation, you may have also seen a really large frog-like creature with eye stalks coming out of it.
Ooh, I actually would have noted that down. But yeah, I land next to them.
Okay.
And I don't know that he can see me, so I'm just staring.
Did you signal that you were leaving? Since
Yeah,
you
I
know
would have
what-
said to you that. I would have done like the I'm sure we have some type of I'm on a hunt. I'm going stealthy. Like
But you didn't want the feather fall. Okay.
no, that's not dramatic.
It is
So-
when you're invisible, slow falling.
All right, so a lot of this is happening at the same time. So Spider has said, "How do you feel about the name Cat?" Hulk has landed next to Jor, not realizing that Jor can see him. Willow, you feel the branch shake, but you don't see Hulk, and with his stealth, you aren't quite sure where he is.
I was gonna say, if I see Jor looking at something and I felt the branch shake, could I make like
Well,
an inside check? I guess if someone
technically, my
landed there?
stealth against Jor would be a 24 because I wouldn't get the invisibility on him. But because that's why I rolled with advantage because I was stealthy. So
If Jor's looking at him, you could probably see he's looking somewhere.
Even if Jor sees him, he doesn't have to look at him because the eyes are seeing him, so he doesn't have to look in that direction to see
Okay.
what it is.
Okay, so how do I say Usiku? I probably really messed that up, didn't they?
It's Swahili, so maybe not. I don't know.
So how does Usi respond to Spider asking how he feels about the name Cat?
So he twitches his head like he's confused. Like they're confused. They both do. We do not. And then they turn their head towards the tree. Oh, we understand. We are not talented cat climbers. You'll have to get him yourself.
You're way too big to climb a cat, but okay.
If I see them looking and gesturing, I'll wave down. Go. Do you guys want cookies too?
Is that your name?
Yes, please.
I feel
toss
like
them down.
disembodied, even though he probably wouldn't do this, but it is funny. Just disembodied next to her, you just hear cookie.
Oh. You named the cookie, by the way, like a dead. Like, holy shit.
Or
That's
if
some
he doesn't
Cheshire cat shit.
know where it is, he'll take the cookie and he'll just hand it to a cookie to him.
I see the cookie start floating in his hand. You have an invisible friend?
No, I don't actually take like. Well, the way invisibility works, when I take the cookie disappears. But
Yeah, that's why I'd be like disappear, like
Yeah.
the cookie suddenly vanishes.
except to Jor, like it's not.
I'll be like, so you? Is there someone there?
Jor's like, you can't see them?
Well, there is, and I'll take just the edge of my bow and like poke in that direction until it hits something, unless you dodge it.
I'm gonna
poking to see
swat it
where you
away.
are.
You have to hit my AC, yeah.
Go ahead and roll for an attack.
With this
Oh,
advantage,
I'm not
because
attacking. I'm not attacking. I'm just
Okay.
trying to test where he is. I'm just taking. I'm
Nah,
not
then
taking arrows.
I just kind of move away. Just
Yeah, like also it keeps going. Like, what the fuck?
Step away.
Is it flying? Eat my cookies. Yeah, I wasn't trying to attack. I was just trying to gauge where you were.
I'll just look at Willow. I'm like, he doesn't like being poked.
Oh, sorry.
yeah, I do kind of do like.
Sorry, sir. What other
How high
cookie?
did you go?
60 feet up.
Hmm.
You want another cookie? I'll offer another one up to the invisible being that I think flies now.
Are there any branches 30 feet up that would hold a 400-pound creature?
Go ahead and roll a survival check for me.
Yeah, for sure. Oh God, please.
Has
I
he
want
ever
this.
smelled a Githyanki before?
Yeah, what was Esk doing through all this too?
Hanging out, going like, what's going on?
I'm still on Reikion, so it depends how
Yeah.
big these circles are she's doing on the way down.
Yeah, so she is kind of identified a spot right next to where the group is, but she has to bank. So you guys have maybe 6 to 12 more seconds before she
A
lands.
giant dragon just touches down.
Yeah, she lands and touches down. So there is a branch within 30 feet of the ground, but you're not quite sure if it would hold your weight. You could go ahead and try to jump up there and give me a dex check.
Well, okay, so the translucent wolf will disappear and then appear on the branch.
Okay.
Ooh.
Now, does the translucent wolf have weight?
Maybe.
I don't think they did.
I don't think
The
that.
class is a little bit weird. It holds its space. It's not a creature
Mm-hmm.
officially.
The way it's worded, it's like the memory of a space. So it's
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if
It could be the
actually has
memory
weight.
of weight.
Okay.
It doesn't
Yeah.
float, so it is affected by gravity, but I don't know if it really has
Yeah.
mass enough.
I
think it's up
don't.
to you.
With the way you have described it, I don't think it does. So, Willow, 30 feet below you, the spectral-looking wolf has appeared and seems to be balancing on the branch, looking up at you.
I didn't know wolves could climb. Do you want a cookie?
It's you're 30 feet up though, right?
I would drop it to you, or you jump up and get it.
Okay.
Huh. That's all she
I'm
would.
not gonna throw it down if you don't say yes, though. I'm not gonna risk wasting a cookie if you don't want it. She's not her priority.
It doesn't respond to you because like it can't see you.
You can't see me from 30
His
feet up.
class is interesting. It is. I
Yeah.
actually know what he's playing now, and it's
I
weird.
guess not.
But then the two wolves switch. And now there is weight on this branch, so hopefully it can hold me.
Okay. Now go ahead and give me a dex check.
13 for a 400-pound dog.
Okay, you feel the branch underneath you starting to crack, so you do have to shift so that you're balanced between two different branches. But now you are actually 30 feet up there, standing on two branches.
Ooh, you're fun.
And I'm looking around for another big branch up 30 feet above me.
Can I help? If I can gauge what he's doing, can I offer to help?
Yes, you can actually point out from your perspective a branch that you think might hold him higher up, and you can give him advantage on his survival check.
I'll do that then. I say maybe that one.
Why would I trust food? Oh, I see.
Why
You
wouldn't
are
you trust me?
servant.
I think we speak different languages.
Trophy?
There's no point. And then he'll basically do what he did in reverse and go back to the ground.
Okay.
You're a weird one.
So I don't think that that's food. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that she's trying to be part of Jor's pack too.
I'll offer Jor another cookie while he's next to me.
Right
You
around
see,
your
you see this? He's handing me food, so that's
We're just hanging out eating cookies. Don't mind us.
Right around this time would be when Raikion lands with SP on her back.
I go
Okay.
ahead and give Raikion the tap that says to go ahead and let out a nice big dragony roar of hello.
Oh, he go ahead and does. Would everyone please give me? Let's see.
No, Furor
Right.
attack's great.
Yeah. I need to actually look this up. Red.
Am I immune to the Furor since I know her?
I would say that yes, because you've seen her at her most vulnerable.
Oh, most vulnerable.
You've scratched her tummy. You're not that scared.
Oh, Hulk has
Wisdom-
definitely not scratched her tummy. At no point has that ever
Wisdom
happened.
saving throws, please.
Wisdom?
Yes.
Wisdom. Okay.
So
Do I get like
Spider,
advantage because I know her?
Jor, you have also seen her in some of her most ridiculous moments when she's met your daughter. You have seen your daughter actually climb up on her snout, so I would say that Jor, you are also immune to her.
Yes.
You've seen her on her breakup days when she's drunk off of her ass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when I see her and everybody's starting to get frightened, I'll just shadow step down there. Little sister!
Willow got a 21. The 8 was just in case.
So the DC is 19.
No, I'm not scared of shit. I mean,
yeah.
my cookies.
You are not scared of
I
shit.
am.
Yeah, you are. And
It's okay.
I get that.
I move back. I bring the other wolf back down to the ground,
I mean,
and we're circling again wider.
just a moment. We need Derek to roll, and I think he was asking how to. I'm not entirely sure because I couldn't quite hear you.
yeah, I'm sorry. 1 second. No, I
So
got
you can
it.
either
I think I
figure it
got
out
slash-
it.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go. I
Yep, you
I
got it.
got it. I got a 5. So I definitely am. I hit it. I got the fear hard.
Okay.
I'm spooked.
So anyone who failed or who's not immune, such as Spider because of Black Razor, or those that know her, you are currently frightened for 1 minute. You can
Okay.
repeat
Yeah.
the saving throw at the end of each of your turns, ending the effect on
Okay.
a success.
Okay.
So at the moment, those of you that failed are afraid due to Raikion being there.
Real
George
quick,
jumps
for
down.
people that don't know Frightened in 5th edition, because I know, Derek, you're relatively new to 5e.
I'm
It's
new to, yeah.
much better than old Frightened rules. So the rule
okay,
is
good.
Yeah, you have disadvantage as long as you can see her.
Okay.
You can't willingly move closer to her.
Makes sense. Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Oh, cool. All right. I can work with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like the old Terrified rules where you spend all your turn running around in a circle.
Yeah, exactly. 1 action or whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Derek, when stuff like that comes up, if you want to, in Roll20, the little symbol with an eye on it, if you
Okay.
click that, a 5th edition compendium comes up that's linked to the SRD, so you could type in like the word frightened, and it'll bring up a
Okay.
link for all the conditions in 5th edition, and it'll have them all defined on there too.
Oh, nice. Cool. And it's all in there. Nice. Cool.
So when you're making
Very cool.
character sheets too, you can like grab stuff and just click and drag it across into the
Oh,
character
it's
sheet.
even, oh, wow. All right. Maybe when it's loading a little better, I'll give that a try. Yeah.
So this all happens. Jor jumps down, arms outspread, greeting the dragon, and
hmm
her
Esky
big
groans
snout-
as soon as that happens. Like, you really are the worst, Raikion.
and her big snout actually like bumps into Jor as his arms like grab onto her. So what? Even though those of you that are frightened, you still see this goblin
Yeah.
hugging the snout of this dragon.
We
Mine.
knew it.
Ah.
It's true.
Can I swing down and try and comfort Fitz to persuade him to calm down? Like that it's okay? Because I see him freaking out.
Yeah, I'm not doing good.
I'm just going to say, I'm just going to be like, professionalism. Just like from my invisible.
I know he was scared. It's nice, so I want to try and help him relax.
Aw.
Everyone that failed, go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw to see if you can snap yourselves out of it.
Okay.
I go ahead and dismount because it's just really embarrassing to be on the back of a dragon that's booping noses with, a goblin.
Come on. There
Also,
we go.
Derek, you
Another
can
time.
hit the up arrow, and it'll bring up whatever it was you typed up last.
Oh,
and you can
nice,
hit
nice.
multiple times and scroll through everything. It's
Okay,
very
cool,
neat.
cool. Very nice. That would be very convenient. Yeah. Nice. See, I got
And
11 that time.
All right. Unfortunately, you are still scared, though you're starting to feel a little bit better now
That's
that
better. That's yeah.
Willow is helping to calm you down.
Mm-hmm.
Usaku, still scared of the dragon.
Yes. Although the translucent wolf appears right next to the dragon, moves towards it,
Okay.
and the black wolf stays far away.
Spider will try to calm the wolf down a little bit. He's getting all growly and hackles up. I'm gonna treat him like he's a wolf and be like, "Hey,
Animal handling check.
I'm gonna animal handle this one."
For funsies, go ahead and give me an animal handling so we can describe how
He's trying
well.
to use his ranger powers.
All right, Usaku, this big, blue, slightly tusked creature is talking to you as though you were a normal wolf, using motions of the body that signal it's okay, calm down. He's doing it very well, but he is interacting with you as though you were a normal wolf right now.
Like you're stupid.
I think is everyone except me is off the tree, right?
Yes.
Okay, I will
Yeah.
kill invisibility, and then, but we'll stay in the tree, but make myself known.
Okay.
Okay.
So I turn towards Spider.
Okay.
And start to like curl my lip like I'm gonna snarl and bite, and then I jerk my head and I go, "We's do not like canned meat. We's like fresh." And I'm looking up at the tree.
If
Yeah,
you're looking
we'll-
up at the tree, I'm not up there anymore.
Trophy dog.
Askren basically clears his throat audibly to get everyone's attention. Obi, I trust that you are the interns here to learn from my brother on how to properly hunt liches. Theothrax assured me he assembled the best, and I hope that is what you consider yourselves as well. The hunt commences shortly. I'm sure you're prepared. And he just turns his back away and goes over to survey the valley.
Interns.
Interns.
I don't know what that
That's
means.
what I signed up for. Yeah.
I
I
turn
think
back.
that means when you bury someone, you drown. So I'm really confused.
I turn towards Spider because we're right next to each other. We's are the best. We's will join the hunt and prove it. And then I run after Eskrim.
Okay. While you're all slightly distracted, Willow goes back up the tree.
Hey, he's calmed down a little bit. I'm done. I just wanted to relax him. I'm just back up the tree.
About this time, since
I understand. I
Raikion
understand.
is greeting Jor, her frightful presence drops because she's stopped paying attention to all of you. So you're no longer scared.
Did I actually put my spells in the character? Ooh, I did.
Okay. I am going to shift you all do the map of Omu itself, so I can point out once I actually find it. So I can point out where you're at.
I will say that Holcomb is really interested to see how this goes with the dog hunting down his brother, because he trusts his brother can take care of himself, but would be very interested in getting a new hunting hound.
Too late. I already called dibs.
Slowly shifting you over. There's actually a lot of maps in here.
Yeah. Is it loaded, or is it just
Ooh, she
supposed to be a
picked
big
big
black
button.
square right now? Sometimes roll 20
Big
is
black
good.
square right now.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
There it goes.
All right, everyone can see it now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
The city of Omu.
Oh, pretty.
don't know, Shayna hasn't
I'm
started
still getting
drawing one yet,
loading. It's almost. Come
I see it.
on.
See, it's the California servers. I'm telling you.
Yeah, they
I
probably.
can't believe that we're the ones
I would
having
not
issue.
be surprised. Oh, I'm starting to get it.
It's actually a really high res image. I'm surprised they put the map at that high.
Oh, there we go.
Well, it's so you can zoom in.
Okay, that's nice though. Nice. Leave the pan. There we go. Okay. Oh wow, nice, cool. Where?
This is the part where we pick out our house, right?
All right.
I wanna live
So
right
as you,
there.
Dibs on this one.
if you head to the southwestern side of the map,
Mm-hmm.
there is
Southwest.
kind of like some stairs right way down here.
Okay, I think I see it.
Okay, so this is where you all are entering from.
Okay.
Why? Because I've chosen it.
Where?
And you can see in front of you, like I said, that there's old stone buildings that
that's worth
the jungle seems to be trying to take back over.
Okay.
Ahead of you, once below the steps, a guardhouse stands near the entrance to the city. Arrow slits are cut into its limestone walls, and a lopsided iron portcullis hangs over the gateway, beyond which you see an open plaza.
Okay, I'm gonna geek out about something really quick because I don't know how they did it, but it's amazing. The scale is correct for
Yeah.
rulers.
Did you check? Is that what you were doing?
Yeah.
this one, it's correct.
Yeah.
Oh
it's
wow,
crazy.
that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's a nice touch. I wasn't even expecting that. That's nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I really love what they did with this module and how they tied everything in with Roll20, which is why I picked this one. So, Raikion is not going to join you. She will let, not Arazu.
She's going to ensure that rival hunters don't try to come up on us in our adventure.
Oh yes, cover
She
from the air.
actually says she smells another dragon, and she is going to make sure that it does not interfere with your hunt.
See? Boom.
Yeah, so she's doing more this time around than she normally would.
Actually, at the word rival dragon, Hulk will actually like one that I don't have already.
Well, I don't know. It's another dragon. I can't tell by smell which color it is.
Keep me informed.
Okay.
She has no way of doing that, but
Now, out of character, Scott, she doesn't say anything about Ceothrax smell.
no. I know that. I was just like she would like I dragon. I'm a trophy hunter. Dragons are a thing, so.
Okay, so.
But if it's like basically, to my view, Hulk has pretty much all the chromatic dragons. Probably doesn't have really any of the metallic dragons. He's not actually interested in hunting metallic dragons, but like if some weird like off hybrid thing, he's all about it.
Boy, have I got stories for you.
Eskrim's probably waiting at the very top of the stairs for his brother.
Okay. While you're waiting, Usaku actually runs up, I believe, next to you, correct, Tucker?
Yeah.
He just kind of looks at you and says, "Yes,
He's ready.
you're
The
ready.
hunt.
You're ready to learn from my brother, not from me. I am the speaker, not the hunter."
Brother.
There will come a time
And
when your
man.
skills develop enough that you will be able to intuitively sense that under my brother's tutelage.
Hey, Jor.
He disgusted turns around and walks back towards the rest of the group.
And
Hey,
that's how you defuse a situation.
hey, Jor. Hey, Jor. So she said we were going to meet allies here. You think those two hobgoblins is who she was talking about?
Hobgoblins, I resemble that.
Jar's like,
no, not you. You're a gnome.
Jar's like, what's a gnome? I thought he was a hobgoblin.
They do not smell like hobgoblin.
No, those two guys. Those are hobgoblins, right?
I would be actually probably by
two
you
ugly
right
ones?
now,
Oh, I was gonna say something. I read them.
but not actually talking.
If hobgoblins need bath.
bath.
Are you still up in the tree, Scott?
No, I'm right next to you. You are having this
okay.
conversation right next to me.
Okay, well, I probably would have, stage whispered it to him then. That way it doesn't count. Spider has honestly no idea what you are. And he's never seen a hobgoblin, so he's just assuming. Hi.
Just stares at you and
That's
looks
cool.
around like he's looking for somebody to come. Like it's hard to tell because he has a mask in front of his face. Like he doesn't have any expression, but he's just like looking around, like trying to
likes
look like he's
cookies.
scanning, but he's not particularly good at deceiving. He's obviously like somewhat nervous about something.
He needs a cookie. Where's the cookie?
As soon as that's said, I'll raise up a cookie, and if it looks like he's ready, I'll throw it at him for him to catch it.
Catches the cookie. Like-
Don't be nervous. I touch it.
Turns around
pat-
from everybody, lifts up the mask, and starts eating the cookie.
It's like Jor will be like, "We're all friends here," right? And he'll look at Spider's like, "Friends. That's the right term, right? Friends,
Yeah.
right?
Pack mates.
Pack mates."
More inclusive.
1 mile.
So, is that where the lich is? The lich is this where he is?
Lich.
So with the information that Llewellyn had provided you, she said she was going to drop you off at the entrance to Omu, and that the tomb that she had found the lich in before was in Omu. Being a little distracted, she didn't provide you much else information other than there was some sort of stone tablets you were going to need to get into the tomb. And I don't know if Eski and Hulk would share what they saw from above. They do have a copy of the actual map of Cholt with minor things kind of sketched in.
So Hulk's not sharing anything until he finds Eski because because Hulk has issues with people. So
Well, he would have seen where Eski went.
yeah, no, he's like trying to hurry up and like if he can get to him, they're like, I think they're trying to help. I don't know. Like this is your job, not my job.
Yes, brother. That was part of the contract, remember? You said you were okay with them helping you hunt.
I'm trying to do what you told me. I'm trying to stay cool and like
Yes.
as monosyllabic as possible, like to be
yeah,
intimidating.
like people fingers too. your hunting grounds. I would suggest begin the hunt and expect them to fall in.
So he didn't want to talk, so I'm going to talk to the gnome.
Oh,
Bunch of chatty.
Hi.
hello.
I'm Spider.
Hi, Spider. Fitz.
How do you know
Boom, boom.
Llewellyn?
Oh, well, I was introduced to help assist in this matter. It's seems of very grave importance.
So, Fitz,
Yeah.
Fritz, the contact that she used to get in touch with you was another wizard, actually, an archmage by the name of Gargamel.
Gargamel, the Archmage Gargamel. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I found this job through one of my mentors through my academic programs. He's quite a master in matters of all things evocation. I'm not sure if you're versed in matters arcane though.
Nope, sure not. Me a little bit.
Well, then excellent.
I can cast a few spells as much as the next guy.
Okay, so everyone can cast a couple of spells if you pick up a couple night classes.
I mean, I can cast a couple spells. Sure, yeah.
Oh, what spells can you cast?
Oh, what's a good one?
Oh,
Detect magic. I can detect
I'm
magic.
very fond of fire magic. Do you happen to know? Do you happen to know how to cast fireball?
I can cast flaming arrows.
Flaming arrows. Well, that's much smaller than a fireball. Let's we'll have to
More of a
put you on the support
precision
role.
Weapon.
Yeah.
If I'm still in range, like, because I tried to go up to Esky, but if I overhear fireball, I just say fireball. Like, look at the tree, like, obviously indicate trees. Let's say fireball. No.
I see the nodding. I look at the trees and I'm like, I'll think about it. It's under consideration.
So
You
I'm
can burn rather
guessing-
nicely.
Not cook the lich. Must eat raw.
Oh, okay. That I can accomplish.
Lich better tastes better than gnome.
Yeah, I hope so too. Very much so.
And your companion, the halfling, is she with you?
Oh well, she was here a moment ago. I lost track of her.
Well, she's in the cookie tree,
It's in the cookie tree. Oh, there's the cookie
Yeah.
tree.
plucking
Well,
cookies.
Yes, like the cookies.
I'll go talk to her. I'll be right back. Spider will
Right.
like shimmy up the tree. He's got climbing claws, so he goes up pretty quickly.
Okay, so as Spider heads up there, is there anything anyone else would like to do?
No, I can't think of anything.
Can think of anything. Just kind of was waiting for his brother. He's literally just like Hulk is literally waiting for Esky to talk for him.
I think I'm rapidly like figuring out I'm not coming back from this one. Like, just like I've already like written up my last will and testament in my mind, like giving away all of my books to my friends.
Escrom will turn around with his back to the valley now for whoever has come over and says, "All right, who among you thinks that you have the ability to learn how to scout? Do what we like to call reconnaissance."
Reconnaissance.
Like really fast, Hulk puts up his hand, realizes that that's not, and puts his hand back down.
Oh.
What kind of reconnaissance? I'll shout from the tree.
Well, we're about to proceed into a valley with uncertain threats ahead. Obviously, we should have people who are gifted in moving unseen and unheard, ensure that the rest of us are not surprised.
Oh yeah, ranger right here.
We are strong. Who cares if we're surprised?
Yeah.
I
Right.
actually look at I first say frog trophy, and then I look like Esky. Like literally, I saw a gigantic fucking frog.
Okay. All right, so that is, I need to find it so I can ping it on the map for you.
Okay.
Don't let him fool you. My brother's the smartest one in the room.
So many spots on this map. You've got so much to explore.
I was just
Okay,
Spider.
so can you see me ping this one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
All right, so
Right over
this
there.
is where
I see it.
Hulk had seen the large frog creature.
I would have indicated on the map. I'll be right back.
That doesn't help me interface with our hunter to find out if he'd like to take the high road and drop down from above, or if we should go down into the valley and come at it from below.
No, he'll be back in just a moment. But you also don't have a map of the city, so Esky and Hulk kind of know
I thought
that
that we had a map of, or a rough map of Omu.
you have a map of Cholt.
Ah,
Not
okay.
the town.
Gotcha.
Not of Omu itself. So you
Okay.
know it's kind of to the north, and you had seen kind of some other buildings in between you and it.
Gotcha.
But you do know that it was kind of like this building that Hulk had seen the very large frog creature.
Okay.
Hulk is back. Yay. I will ask Hulk what he thinks the best tack line would be to approach his prey. Getting the oversized frog to start off with and see what these folks here are capable of doing.
Our prey.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys can all see that.
Oh man, you can do
Yeah,
track
we
weekend. I just learned
That's
something
actually really
new.
cool.
That's
Mhm.
badass.
I
That's
love
really
that.
cool.
Oh, neat.
How are you doing the stop? Is it a right click?
It's a queue. So if you if you have a token, you can actually click and hold your token, hit Q, and that will automatically, as you're moving your token, bring up the measuring device, and then right click to create a stop. But
wow.
right now, when I'm just using measuring token, just press Q at each stop.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Learn new things tonight.
I learned that like 3 days ago on on YouTube.
I could roll 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Though.
That's what I indicate.
Okay.
Do you?
Okay, so I am going to
the-
reiterate for you, Scott, because there was some slight confusion. You have a map of Cholt. You
Oh, I
You
don't
have-
have a map of the city. But
Right.
like, so
I had
this is a
maybe-
very weird statement. Can I, because my intelligence is what it is, and I am what I am, like start drawing out of, because we saw the entire city of Omu, like
From
start
above.
drawing everything out.
absolutely go ahead and give me an intelligence. Now it's going to be a tools check. If you have proficiency in some tool that would work for
Like
cartography.
cartography schools tools.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's happening? Does someone need
And it's an intelligence check.
this being said out loud?
Yep.
Okay, I didn't-
So
So I have one tool proficiency. I did not take cartography tools, but it makes sense. But that I didn't pick. But I'm not going to go and use it because that would be cheating. So we'll just do a straight intelligence check.
Luckily, he's the smartest man in the room, people.
So as Hulk kind of like crouches down and takes out a piece of paper and starts sketching it, it's a pretty good rendition of Omu. It's not 100% accurate, of course, because
We were moving.
he only saw it from above, but you've got the broad strokes of Omu now.
Oh, that's uncanny. You got that all from the air? Wow. It's like looking up and trying to figure out how he did it. It's just like,
Well, the troll and the halfling will approach the front and like, okay, we got a couple scouts. So what do you want scouted?
You, he points to the troll, and you, and he points at the translucent wolf, not the other one.
the wrong one.
And he says, the two of you will accompany my brother in a spear formation. You, he points at the halfling, and you, and the gnome, and he says,
Mhm.
will stand in front of me.
Mhm.
You, he points at Jor, you, I think, should judge best where you should be based on where you want to be.
That's good because Jordan would have done that anyways.
It's like I intuited that.
I will actually whisper into Eski's ear, like, I think the wolf listens to Jor, or listens to the goblin.
And that's why I figured that he would just accompany him.
And that's
Notice
I
didn't give
do
him a job.
walk. I do pace and walk right behind Jor and just whisper. We thinks he wants to challenge you. You should eat him now.
And then I will just go from the steeple fingers again to begin. And the hunt begins.
I just kind of shrug and then start walking the path. I showed you guys.
And both wolves go the direction you suggested. Because I can't split them yet.
As
Okay,
he does, he just sees that happen. He goes, so we have a rebel and one that listens. And a blue one.
Nice.
All right. Two things. So, Willow, it's going to be up to you. You can sneak if you want.
I'll take the 16, obviously.
Hey, it's Shayna rolls. Yay.
Fun.
What is
Still be my
Eski's-
passive perception.
What is Eski's passive perception?
19.
All right. So you do see Willow. She's following Spider. She's not.
I follow Spider.
And Spider will be moving kind of flank with them.
Actually, you know what? Eski's gonna be like, excuse me, your position was back here with the gnome.
If you're just talking and didn't use her name, she doesn't know you're talking to her. So-
If I hear that, I will actually yell out like, cookies.
Oh, did someone want a snack? Oh, here. And I'll throw a cookie and keep going.
I think you've earned your nickname, Willow.
Okay, so the
Cookie.
Please.
If no one caught it, I will totally step on the cookie on my way past.
Oh, I tried, but I missed it. I'm like, oh. Cat, good.
I thought I threw it at, what's his name? Hulk. And Hulk gets it.
Okay.
It's he's
Okay,
the one who
okay.
held the cookie, so I toss a cookie at him. It's up to him if he catches it.
Yeah. No, I definitely catch it. I don't actually eat this one because that require me removing my mask. And there's entirely too many people like looking at me for that to happen.
Save that for later. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, what path do you all want to take? I know Spider is kind of like spanning out a little bit from Hulk to flank. Willow is going with Spider.
Giving
Eski's
distance, yeah.
Rebel.
and
You know me. Don't try and tell me what character have I ever played. Where you can tell me
still
what to
be
do
in
and
the
I just
tree.
go, oh,
You'd
sure.
still be in the tree if we did it.
I'm leaping from treetop to treetop until suddenly I come across one on the other side of a wall that for some reason I
Yeah,
can't.
that you can't scale because
There's some weird magical barrier saying, no, stop it, get down.
Some invisible barrier.
sorry, Derek, we have salt.
So, you're so
Yeah.
salty about
I am
that.
salty
Yeah,
about
Never
I'll
letting it go.
I'll hang back. I have nothing better to do.
The history of where everybody is DM for everybody is.
And the one
Yeah.
time, this salty bitch,
this salty bitch right here.
salty bitch, right?
Now we
Anyway.
have to back to the stream. Thanks.
okay. Are you following the path that Hulk had kind of laid out before?
Yeah, I'll follow that. I'll stick by Eskrim though, generally,
Yep.
like for right now at least. Till
See,
I hear
This guy's
otherwise.
smart. This one right here, he's a smart one.
As
We'll
you
see
come
how
up,
smart.
Hulk is like probably because Hulk, as soon as this like as far as he's concerned, the conversation is ended and like he is just moving. At which point, like internally, he wouldn't have said this, but internally, it's like this is why I don't talk to people.
okay. you move forward, you're passing by some pretty old, decrepit buildings here, stone. You get to a stone path that is somewhat upraised, and as you're getting here, you can see up ahead in this walled courtyard area. You can't actually see into the courtyard, but you can see smoke drifting lazily from the walled compound. The gate lies in splinters, which the gate is right here, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And scorch marks deface the buildings. Near the center of the compound is a plaza littered with charred human corpses. One of the corpses is being torn apart by a pack of wild dogs. So as you're coming up, you can hear the dogs kind of scrabbling back and forth. And as you are up here, you can look into the compound and actually see these dogs tearing apart a very fresh corpse.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I like literally Hulk would not care about that.
All right. If you continue on,
Well, I'm just saying what Hulk would. He might stop and like indicate like if anybody else cares about that.
Continuing.
okay. If no one
Let's,
cares,
creatures.
Tries in the past, yeah, sure.
anyone that hasn't given me a stealth check yet, please do.
I don't think I have
Oh,
actually.
sure. Let me do that.
Thank God I have
Wait,
advantage on my stealth roll, so
Yeah, thank God.
Right?
let's
I got the same as Jor, actually. We're
Oh,
equal.
wow. Actually, no.
I actually rolled really
Why
shit.
did I roll 2 of them?
Okay.
I was trying to
Spider
roll-
has
okay. Well, I get a
He's just
16.
distracted.
All right, 16.
He's distracted by the banter. He's not used to
All
that.
right. All of you've done well enough. So the wild dogs do not seem to notice you at this time. You continue on. You get to this section here of the stone pathway and are able to walk down some stone steps and continue over to the section that Hulk had indicated. A rectangular pool of murky water stretches before this vine-draped shrine. Rope bridges that once spanned the water float on the surface, tangled with other debris. The shards of a toppled monolith form stepping stones to the middle of the pool, where a statue of a stone frog rises above the water.
Frog.
We're hunting a statue.
Big frog.
The big stash.
Go ahead. If anyone who wants to, who's looking around, give me a. If your passive perception is below DC 14, give me a perception check. If it's above that,
Yeah.
then you can actually see the eye stalks of this creature.
Well, I've
rising
already
out of-
seen the thing, right? Because I saw it from above.
Yeah, you
Oh,
saw it
actually,
from above.
yeah, so yeah, wow. Got an 18 there. So good.
Ah,
I see
Not
it. I'm freaking out. What is that? Ah,
that is your prey.
One moment while I pull up that map. It's maps within maps within maps.
Yeah, big.
Absolutely.
When you say what's that, like big frog.
yeah, big frog.
What is this one? Oh my god. So this map that you're going to be on, I am going to, as you see, it has each of the individual shrines on it. We are going to be going specifically to the Shrine of Kubazan.
Okay, so we just see a big black square.
Yep, I am going to need to drop a token so you guys can find it. And I'm going to be having the token in the top right of the shrine itself, because that's where you would have been entering in.
By the way, there is
it
actually a
night?
shortcut for this too. We just don't. I don't remember it. Otherwise, I'd give it to Becca so that she could reveal an entire square with Flag of War.
Yeah, I will
I
be
just
working on
can't
that.
do that. I would like to know that for later though, because I do the manual fog of war and I'm always having to go click the tool on the bar.
All right, so hopefully you can find the token.
Nope.
Nope.
I just have a black screen.
I still have a black screen.
advanced.
Yeah.
Has sight. How about now?
Yep.
Ooh,
Mhm.
yep.
All right. So the token is over here.
You want
You
us to
can
drop?
all, yep. If you don't mind dropping tokens in that area, I will click on each one and provide you guys individually with sight.
Okay. I do not have a
Maybe.
token set up yet, unfortunately.
It's fine.
All right. You
Look.
should be able to still
Grab
drag
it.
it over. If not, I can do that.
Okay.
Like, apparently, I don't have a token either, which is weird. I thought I did, but whatever.
I've got that thing where I can't drag it again. It keeps grabbing text instead. So
Yeah, mine's not dragging either.
Me
I either
too.
have to reload or you'll have to grab it.
Hmm.
I can reload if you want. It doesn't really. We're not
Okay.
messing with chat settings.
The nice thing is,
I
I
think
dropped
I see
my
it.
sight.
Because I can see Tucker's 2 tokens.
Yep, I can see
Yep.
other people's
Okay.
tokens.
I
Just
found
not
it.
able to drag mine out.
Now, I am going to test something back up real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I do have to
I see you guys. Can I just drag it over?
Should be able to just click
Come
and
on.
drag it.
Yeah.
If not, I can.
There is a trick, though.
Click
Don't
and-
click on the token. Click on the name beside the token, and drag
Oh,
like
click
the
on- okay.
nameplate over.
Oh, and drag the
Otherwise-
name over. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's giving me something. Yeah. Okay. Like, boom.
It took me a year and a half to figure that out.
Is that dropping?
I always thought you had to open up the actual bio screen and grab like the big picture. And
No,
why
actually,
sometimes
that
you grab
screws
text
things
instead.
up. So if you do that, that can screw things up for the DM, because about half the time it just takes your picture and puts it in there, and then you don't have sight or anything.
Well, Scott, that explains why my shit's
Okay.
always open when you load those maps.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Okay, just out of curiosity, because I'm on the GM's view, not the character view, is dynamic lighting working for you guys?
For the
It
token
is,
you
Becca.
made, but not my own token.
All right, I
Nope,
am
there it is.
still.
Never mind. It worked.
Well,
Mine's working.
Yep.
well, line of sight is working. I think global illumination might be on though, because we can
Yeah,
see
I have-
everything. Yeah.
Yep, I have global illumination on. It's just line of sight that I was worried about.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. There we go.
Do you want to enlarge my tokens?
Oh, there we go.
Yes, I do, because they are big, right?
That's what she said. They don't even fit on the map.
I know. I need to make new tokens that are actually like
Only a-
2 by 1.
Okay. I think Shayna's still taking care of something. I think I got all the tokens that got dropped, so each of those individuals should have line of sight. I do need to drop a couple more things in. So if anyone needs to take a short break, or we can have the discussion because we are about to go directly into combat. If anyone needs to leave, we can pause here and continue on Tuesday.
Let me double check and see something really fast. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I see it.
Shayna,
What did I
welcome
miss?
back. Can you drop a token down kind of where all the other tokens are so I can give your token line of sight stuff?
Yes.
I'm going to hit the
And
headset while you're doing that.
Scott, would you mind getting me some more beverage while I drop
Sure.
some other things that would be going?
Whose token is a cool gold dragon?
Nice.
Sure.
That's my animal companion. Oh, the gold one. Mine's the red one.
I'm sorry.
Kaboom.
Where are you?
All right.
I wish I could get a token to drop.
Hmm?
I'm trying.
Okay.
So I was by Escrum. Where is he? Back over.
Well, shit. It's not gonna work. Aha! There we go. That's all I've got on my computer right now is an image. Sorry.
We already had it open.
What did I miss?
So you have moved on to Kubazan's shrine. I just needed everyone to drop tokens on the board.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is gonna get.
Assuming I would be somewhere near Spider, so there's probably good.
This will probably get chaotic really fast because that happens with our games. I wanted to make sure everyone was good with continuing on.
I'm good.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm good.
Then please go ahead and roll initiative for me.
I actually
And-
already did.
All right.
Before you do, I need to find the
Initiative tracker.
initiative tracker, which I should have access to.
I'll be right back.
It's a stopwatch.
Stopwatch.
Becca, you want me to roll separately for Ash? Or will we
Why
It's
does
up
it
to
say-
you. I am fine with Ash going on your turn, or if you
Yeah,
think it would be
I think it's
beneficial.
simpler. I think it's simpler to go on my turn, so I'll just do
Okay,
that.
the Lepriv KO app is apparently Hokum. I will re-roll because apparently my token is weird. Give me a second.
Okay.
I can see that Lepriv
Ah, what the hell
in
just happened?
character things also.
I had stuff, and now there's nothing.
Same thing
Yeah,
with
the
me.
that's
Oh,
the
I
drop.
deleted. Okay, so I had deleted the.
Here, Control Z. Nope.
No, that doesn't work. All right, I will drop that token again. I'm sorry, I had forgotten that some of you hadn't finished dropping your tokens.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'm sorry. That was okay.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, my actual token has the right thing. I will go ahead and re-roll my initiative. Sucks because
Alright.
16 was about as good as I was gonna get.
How do you think I feel? I want to be the first
Apparently, I
in a smoke
re-rolled
encounter,
better
not a
though.
frog encounter.
Since
Alright,
I don't have.
Has everyone managed to drop their token?
Mhm.
Yes.
I
Which
think
is
I have. Yeah. That's mine.
which one is yours? Can you move it?
I think I can. Let me see. Mark? Yeah,
Yep.
that's mine. Yeah. Oop.
Okay. And Shayna's?
Is the
D&D symbol.
Okay. I have made sure I clicked
Oh,
on that
yeah,
and provided
yeah.
site. Just double checking because. All right.
Okay, for future reference, this is out of character. Shayna, I need you to get a better. I need you to get a different symbol. Because
Oh. Yeah, I
because
can
we
just
are
delete it now.
streaming and it is very specific in D&D stuff. You cannot use the ampersand symbol, that ampersand, without Wizards of the Coast
Good
explicit
to
permission.
know. Let me.
Okay.
It was literally
She's
the
a
first.
bigwig on Twitch right now, so maybe she has their permission. You
Oh
don't know.
shush! It was literally just the first image that popped up. when
I'm
I was
just-
trying to find the card. No, that's fine. I'm not taking it as anything.
Like it's
put
very
my own-
like if you read the open game license, they're like, we're comfortable using any of this stuff except the following things, and like the first thing they
That's
list
fine. That's
is
super
that
fine.
freaking
Here.
ampersand.
Boop. There, I'm the skull drinking coffee instead.
And while I'm not, they're never gonna sue us. It is a great way for my Twitch channel to get it.
I understand.
I love that icon though.
Yeah, yay! It's
I want
my
to know what that is an icon for usually because that is a cool icon.
the coffee, the skull. That one.
Yeah.
That's my Twitch channel banner.
That is amazing. I love
I-
it.
Cool.
The rest of
Pretty
it
cool.
is a. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's fine. Never mind. I've got all the games I play and like dice and stuff exploding up the back of the skull.
Very cool.
Now, please bear with me as I pull up all the stat blocks for
No worries.
the thingies.
all the stat blocks. You guys heard that, right?
No problem.
All of them.
Wait, you think a DM will drop 3 ghouls, a deathlock, 2 zombie ogres, 2 vampires spawns, a bone naga, and a I can't even remember what they're called, but the death
Sure.
aura things all in one combat? Because
No, that would be weird. I don't think it'd
Sounds
be
like something a jackass would do.
We're taking
no, a
notes,
real
Chuck.
jackass would have had you just fight 6 will-o-wisps.
fucking will-o-wisps. I swear to God.
Will-o-wisp, man.
Annoying.
The enemy that just, they're not even that bad. It's just everyone remembers them because you spend like 14 turns just trying to hit the damn thing.
Yeah.
Yes, the immaterial thing. Yeah.
They're better this edition. They're better. They don't have that. They don't. They're ethereal is just damage reduction. It's not like hit their crazy AC and then
good.
have a 50% chance of just missing.
Missing anyway.
Yep. That sounds about right. Yeah.
All right. There's also excellent.
Hector, does your wolf? Does your I can't remember what it's called on your Echo Knight. Your Echo, does it have its own initiative, or does it go at the same time as you?
It's not a creature, so it doesn't have initiative.
Oh yeah, I was gonna
Like a
say that
spiritual
because
weapon.
out of character, I'm like, depending upon what its weight is, because I have catapult. I think it would be really funny at some point to catapult your.
Yes.
Because technically,
Yes.
Yep.
I want that
Okay.
so bad.
Yes, technically, you should be able to catapult him. Depending on what Becca
Please.
decides his weight is.
Okay. As we get ready to head into initiative, everyone's rolled, hopefully clicked on their token and actually used the initiative. If I miss you, please let me know. I should be able to add your initiative and get it fixed.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me since I don't have it in my character sheet. I have it in D&D Beyond. So I got a 16, but even though I clicked on my character when I did the roll, it didn't register it as an initiative.
That's
so my
okay. That is okay because I
Awesome.
can do add turn and then find you, and you had a 16.
Yes.
And I forgot about the Prohemoth because I am a moron. And it also got a 16. He's ending. Okay. Full disclosure. Uski,
I don't think I'm on there either. I rolled an 18 with my dex. That should be 20. I don't know how to add that in. It's just
all right. I will
She'll
take
add it into the initiative tracker if you. You so this is a
Okay,
little
cool.
for future
Cool.
reference. This is a little awkward. You have to select your token and then go on your character sheet and roll 20 and hit the initiative button, and it'll add it to the initiative tracker.
I see.
Cool.
Cool. That was a little bit easier. Got it.
Okay, there is a shortcut, but it's like 3 button presses, and no one ever remembers it.
That's a 3 button
If
press
you're not using the roll
shortcut.
20 character sheet, it just doesn't happen.
Yeah. So
Okay.
no offense, Roll20 is a very powerful tool. It is it has a lot of things no one knows about because all the hotkeys are really like
Random.
yeah, and you have to go into the wiki in order to find them.
That's
Okay.
that's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Is everyone
Alright.
ready?
Yep.
All right, I'm ready.
Right. Before initiative actually starts, because I don't want to be unfair, you all should be able to hear kind of a churring sound going back and forth on top of the shrine. And
Like cheering? Like
churring. Churring.
Like a blender.
Oh,
No,
the
more
water.
like a
churning.
yeah. That is actually the
I I'm not messing with you. I didn't understand what you were saying.
Okay. Frog-like sounds only, they're like rain frogs, so they kind of have almost a rhythmic musical sound to it.
Mm.
Up ahead of you, you all had done well enough with your perceptions, and Hulk is able to point it out. There are 3 eye stalks coming out of the water, kind of like
Mhm.
looking around. Eskrim, you are actually up first.
I mean, yeah, Askrim doesn't really know of any threat yet because his brother hasn't reacted to one from the lead. So he's just kind of continuing to move. But
I will say, your brother is constantly he's just surrounded by people, so he's getting his weird phobias are coming into place. Is just saying big, like emphasizing big, big frog.
But yeah, I'm not about to like move beyond you all. So I
Yeah.
actually don't see anything except for the giant frog, and I don't know that it's really an aggressive threat as of yet. So that's my turn. I got nothing.
Okay. In that case, Jor, you are up next.
All right, I'm going to. How tall is this wall?
So that wall is about 12 feet tall.
12 feet? Okay, that's
Mhm.
good. I'm going to go and run up the wall here
Okay.
and just perch up on the top there.
Okay.
So it is very narrow, but you are able to perch up there. It's only about a foot wide.
Uh-huh.
From you standing on top there, yet.
Oh God, I see things. That's not good.
I see
you?
dead people.
Who doesn't these days?
You should be able to see these. Wrong one. Wrong. There. And should also be able to see this one. Okay, so you should be able to see those 3 as well.
Where are they at? I don't. The fog of war. It's clipping out this. If they're up
Okay,
on this
so
building, I don't see it.
you can kind of see right here, and right
Oh.
here, just the very top of a orange, medium-sized frog-like creature and 2 green, medium-sized frog-like creatures.
All right. I guess like for my action, I'll just call out everything I see,
Okay.
and I'll just start pointing because I actually see the big thing down here.
It doesn't look threatening yet. It's just big.
I mean,
Since it's your
what?
action, can you ping again?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There, I see
You've got
this guy up here.
here, and here. So
Okay.
on the 2 corners next to Jor, and then slightly in down here next to what would be the entrance, though you guys can't see it yet, to the temple itself.
Okay.
Okay.
And he can just see the very tops of these amphibian heads. Okay, if that is all, it is now Fitz's turn.
All right. So I can see the eyes coming out from the top. If I cast magic missile, that would just go right over and just hit right into him.
Yes, it would.
Okay, I think that sounds like a very reasonable course of action. I'm gonna get out my magic missile wand and make sure I don't get my fireball wand. I have it labeled just in case. And no, not now. Soon, not now. And
I
I can
could
get the.
I don't know
totally
why I have this
mislabel
weird
that.
idea that they're all like safety pinned to your coat, and it's just like
Yeah, exactly.
no.
Yeah. Nope, not that one. No. Yeah. And so fire off however many bolts I can as a 10th level evoker. I'm guessing 5 or something. Whatever. Also,
Well, it's
How much
based upon
damage
this. So this is also different.
is it
It's based upon the spell slot you use.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was reading a little bit about that. I'm still catching up on all of that. So it would just be the one bolt for the level 1?
3 bolts for level 1.
3 bolts. Nice. Oh, all right. Let's do it.
Okay. And those should hit automatically with magic missile. I do need the type of damage and the damage to be rolled.
Oh, nice. Do I get to decide that, or is it's force normally?
Yeah, it's force damage, and then so 1d4 plus 1 per missile.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Thank you. So
And they're all the same, right? So you roll 1d4 and then multiply it by 3.
yeah,
Okay.
3d4 plus 3.
No, yeah, that's how he's doing it is correct. It's 3d. Each one is different. Damage. It's not.
Oh yeah, got you. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. So let's do it multiple times. There's the 1. I can hopefully just pull it 2 times after.
And if you're just rolling 1d, if you're typing it in, you can just press up, like the arrow button up on your keyboard, and it'll in the chat box, and it'll repeat the same thing you just typed in.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Beautiful. So there's number 2 should be coming up, and then number 3. So that's 5, 3, and 2. So 10 total.
Okay. So you can hear this loud croak after your magic missiles slam into some form below the water.
Nice.
Is there anything else you would like to do? Any movement, or is there any bonus action?
Ooh, all right. I don't think I need to move. I'm by everybody, so I'm probably as safe as I'm gonna be. So I think that'll be my whole action. Yeah.
Okay. Usiku.
Okay. So both wolves, this wolf moves just a little bit. You see him start to take off. And then as a bonus action, I switch their positions. And then use my 35 speed of movement to get right here, jumping into the water. Because that's all I can see. Okay. I yell out, I will devour this lich.
Okay, so as you jump in.
And the blue one disappears as soon as I get 30 feet away from it, which is right away. But I'm not going to take it off because I don't want you to have to resize it each time I delete it.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, but it's actually not there at all. It disappears. And
all right, so as you land in the pool, it is 6 feet deep. So you are having to kind of
doggy paddle.
Doggy paddle. It will be difficult terrain for you.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Make my attacks as I'm in the air, or?
I would say so, at least for this first jump.
Okay. So yeah, I will do. Claw.
That hits.
And a bite. Second one, I'm sure the bite misses, I'm sure.
Yeah, bite misses.
So 7 magical slashing.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Holcomb.
Okay, so I will bonus action cast Expeditious Retreat on myself because I want to move faster. So that immediately is a bonus action. I get to make the dash action. So let's try this weird thing where I get to go hold Q. Didn't work. Shift Q. Nope. Okay. I'm just gonna count 5, 10. Hold on. 15, 20, 25. Crap. So Jor said that there was a bunch of stuff, but all I see is blackness. Is there a wall in front of me, Becca?
There is. The wall itself is 25 feet tall, which is why Jor could only see the very tip tops of these creatures because they're at the edge of the wall. From where you are standing, you should be able to see this one, which looks kind of orange, and this one that looks green. You'd be able to see kind of like their big black eye and a little bit of their skin.
15. Okay, and you said it was a 25-foot tall wall?
Yep.
Shit. Okay.
It's a building, so
It's a building? Okay.
let me double check the. What is that?
Sorry, I was.
Yeah. So the wall of the building itself is. We'll drop it just slightly. 20 feet tall.
Okay. So I will climb up all the way to the building at half speed. That's my entire movement. Thank God I cast Expedition Retreat.
Okay.
And then.
Can you see them now with your line of sight?
Yeah.
All right. Good.
I will
Yay! It worked.
punch the grung. With my thunder punch, the one I'm next to.
All right.
So first one, 14 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, and then second one, 18 to hit.
That also hits.
So 10 and 11, 21 points of damage to it.
All right, and so this is your fist.
I thunder punch.
It's an armored fist, though, right?
Yeah, it's like a clawed magical fist. I'm just raking into.
So when you rake into this, it makes this kind of pathetic kind of sound, and it gets demolished.
Okay. That's my turn.
Anything else?
Bonus action movement action.
All right, it is now the Froghemoth's turn, and as it rises up from the water in front of Usi, it is a very large frog-looking creature with this gigantic tongue and 3 stalks above its head, each ending in its own individual eye. It is going to make a tentacle attack against you. Uh, 14 to hit.
That's a miss.
All right. It is going to do a second tentacle attack against you. As you can now see that it also has tentacles like next to its front limbs. That's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So you take You take 18 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled right now.
Okay.
All right.
All right, and that will be the Froghemoth's turn, I believe. Okay, it's got a little initiative thing on there. I did not realize that. Okay, that I believe is Willow.
I do want to ask Becca, because my line of sight cannot see that. Is that correct? I couldn't see that he grappled.
No, you should be able to see that.
Yeah, I literally can't see it. There is a invisible barrier
now
there.
realizing that because you are on top of things, the line of sight isn't working. So you can see down in this area that there is a tentacle around your new ward companion. And I just realized, because of where you're at, you do see a little bit more.
Here, I'm just going to breathe my token over a little bit. No, that's not right, right? A bunch of posts? Is that correct? No, that's a...
Yeah, so there's an outer wall and then the building itself. And
Oh, okay. I got it. No, I can see it now because you moved the... Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Okay, can you also see the other 2 grung that would be on top there?
Nope. It's a thing. Don't worry about the map. Just let me know that there's other 2 grung out there.
Okay, So you can see 4 grung up there total. There 2 are green, 1 is orange, 1 is red.
Holcrum would have no idea what that means.
It's a froggy-looking creature to Holcomb.
Yeah, I know. Scott knows what that means. Holcrum has no idea what the hell that means.
Okay. Willow.
Shayna had a power outage.
Oh, I have
She
lost
just dropped out of the chat. Yeah. She just texted us.
She provides us cookies.
She provides you.
Mhm.
Like, give us a bonus to damage.
Let me try one thing since everyone's getting vertical to see if I can clear up your line of sight real quick. Oh, nope, not that.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Not dynamic lighting.
I mean, if you're, because unless there's something else we need to know about, you can just disable line of sight thing and we get the entire map. If you're,
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to remember how to.
you just unclip line of sight.
Where
The settings, don't worry about it.
I am worried about it because this is going to come up in every single other map, especially anytime you guys go vertical.
Which is going to be a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So.
Nobody wants to be like Arazu.
There.
I'm a 10th level monk that can run up walls now, so.
How about that? Did that work?
Yes, we can now see.
Everything.
I have
nice. That worked,
successfully
yeah.
done it. Okay.
Yay.
In that case, we're going to skip Willow because unfortunately Shayna had problems with interwebs. We are going to move to the first grung.
She cast orbital satellite. That's what she did.
I was gonna say you could still block off all those other maps if you want with the manual fog of war. If you wanted.
No, I like the line of sight stuff. I think it's really cool, but and it'll come into play when you're underground, but
Yeah.
Okay, for the moment, this grung is going to attack Usi. Tossing a dagger at you, which will probably not hit, but pretty sure an 11 misses you. You can hear it kind of making a some sort of frog-like churring sound, and it goes down the wall. It climbs just with its sticky little pads of its feet straight down the wall. 25. And gets right there. So it's no longer on top. And the other grung will also go down the wall. 20. But it will dash. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so Scott, what you missed is the 2 green grung made some sort of churring sound and ran down the building after one of them chucked a dagger at your ward companion.
Okay. Did it hit my ward companion?
However, now the red grung is going to go ahead and do spike growth right here next to you. I know.
You know I'm gonna make my save, but can you please draw the square?
I need to remember it's a 20-foot square, correct? 10, 15, 20, 10, 15, 20.
Although we're on a roof, so honestly, it should just be, yeah.
It's just there. It's not off the side of the roof.
I hate this spell so much.
Poor Scotty.
Hey,
I know. And that is its turn. I did not roll for him. I did not. You don't count anymore. I do that way. All right. It is going to go ahead and do its mesmerizing chirp. So you hear it singing from its throat, both Jor, actually just Jor. Please make a wisdom saving throw. Press right there. All right, you make it. So you're not quite sure what it was. It was kind of hypnotic, but you kind of shrug it completely off.
Which one did it? This guy?
That guy. And it is then going to go. No, it's going to stay right where it's at. So that is its turn. Spider.
Okay. Ash is going to fly over here,
Mm-hmm.
and he is going to attempt to sting. Well, he gets 2 attacks, so he's going to sting one on each of them. So,
Am I back?
Yay, welcome back. So
Yay, welcome
you're-
back.
We're going to reverse to your turn right after Spiders, if that's okay.
I hear her. I don't actually see her. That's weird.
You don't see me?
Yeah,
No,
not
I
yet.
see you.
Nobody sees
Well, I
you.
see you.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Oh,
Okay, both of those hit
There you go,
Spider.
now I see
Hey,
it.
there I go.
oh, okay.
Well, I have your.
So sting hits them both, so they have to make Constitution saving throws.
Okay, so it's 1 for each of them, correct?
Yes.
And that's poison.
Yes.
So it slams into him. Neither one of them react to the poison.
Okay.
You would
Okay.
also have to make a Constitution saving throw unless Ash is immune to poison.
It's
Okay,
almost
please
like anthropomorphic poison dart frogs. Are immune to poison.
Yeah, Spider doesn't know that.
Oh, Grung. How I
So-
love and hate thee at the same time.
So I need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws, please. All right. Both succeed. So Ash's attacks did pierce their skin, but they don't react at all. But his tail kind of felt weird for a minute.
Tingly.
Yeah, tingly. But he does not get poisoned.
Oh.
Okay.
I wanted to see Ash be compelled to eat or whatever the hell green grung poison does.
Green grown. All right, so Spider will move up to line of sight there, and he will be shooting at this one with his strike bow. And he gets to use his surprise attack, so I'm rolling with advantage. I'm going to also use my sharpshooter feat, so I have a -5. I've got it all figured in this macro here.
Okay.
So
That
15
still
hit.
hits.
Why did it not roll damage?
I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Click the
Click
title
the button. Click the advantage sharpshooter thing. There we go.
Ah.
Oh wow.
Oh man. All right, so with that piercing and lightning, you smell the smell of cooked frog as it kind of like sizzles. It doesn't even have a chance to respond. It's just fried.
Love that sneak attack damage.
was that the 13 in there?
All right, so I still have an extra attack. Do I have anybody else in my line of sight? Can I see the big thing over there?
Not from, you might be able to see this edge of it from where you're at. It would have partial cover though.
So I can still use the rest of my movement, can't I?
Yes, you can.
He is sharpshooter. It doesn't matter if he has cover.
No, that's true.
That
I'll
is-
stay where I am.
That's
I'm
what-
just going to stay
so-
here.
Everybody complains about the -5 to hit, +10 to damage with sharpshooter. The real problem is that sharpshooter specifically ignores cover.
All right, so I will roll the same thing here. 1 second. There.
At least he's not.
crap.
He doesn't get the sneak
Here comes the
attack
crit.
damage though.
All right.
Yeah. So you don't get the sneak
Starting
attack
now.
damage this time because you already used
Oh, okay.
it earlier. But
That's right. Well, that would have been awesome. So let me re-roll the damage then. I'm just gonna throw up the other macro and ignore this. I'll just roll the damage on the macro. So that's the regular damage, and that's without a crit.
all right, so 30 points.
Yeah.
It definitely didn't like that, but it's still up. Okay, we are, unless there's anything else you would like to do, we are now going to go back to Willow because of the hiccup with technology.
That's all.
Yeah, sorry.
Shayna
Yeah,
and
all good.
technology.
What you have missed so far is Holcomb is up on top of the roof
Okay.
battling something. You can hear the sounds of like singing frogs. The warg wolf-like creature had jumped in the water and is now wrapped up in a tent.
And now I dropped from the Google Hangouts. God damn it.
Yes, but
Yes.
I was rolling just in case. What if I got a nat 20 and then I'm invisible forever or something? Yeah, no, it's a 26.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage. You are
Okay.
easily able to duck out of its sight.
Okay, so now I will roll to shoot at him with the bow. And advantage because, or will I have advantage?
Because you're hiding.
Yeah, and I forget how this other thing works. But yeah, okay, so with advantage, whatever gets. Oh my god, who wrote the cheat that every second roll I make has to be a 1? That's the third time already.
It's Shayna rules.
I know,
I don't actually know who I'm pointing at on your screen.
Yeah,
but-
on the stream you were pointing at me. On the stream you were pointing at
It's
me.
obviously you.
But it is Shayna rules. It's just like Shayna links. Shayna rules and Shayna
You
links.
know what? I almost sent a link of a frog skull earlier because you kept saying giant frog for like a thing on the wall. Their skulls are weird if you haven't seen them. But anyway,
Oh, my
this
bad.
is a 16.
All right, so the 16 hits.
Okay, and I'm gonna sneak a techie for that damage because that would be very nice. And I'm sorry, I will do the sheet better later. No, I don't get a d20. Bad brain.
I have no idea what Cookie Lady actually does. This is gonna be interesting.
She gives us cookies.
Cookie Lady shoots him. I shoot big frog boy that's hurting Doggo.
All right, so you hid, you moved, you've attacked. That should be your turn, right?
Yes.
Okay, so all of that happened before Spider's turn. So now that Spider's attacks have hit, you do see that something in Spider's attack, something probably something about something he did or the weapon he used seems to have slowed the amphibian down. For some reason. But I did want to share all of you with that. Anyone that could see the froghemoth could see its movement slowed after Spider's attack hit.
Okay.
I also made that adjustment, Travis. Thank you very much. Eskrim.
Well, now that things have erupted and gotten all chaotic, he will begin charging forward 5, 10, 15.
Did we just lose Chester now?
I am
Didn't-
not sure.
He did freeze, unless he was.
Because you lost me
Really?
for a second. I don't know if anyone
Yeah, we
can.
lost you first. Yeah, we
Yeah, I
lost
think-
you for a sec.
yeah.
I'm infecting all of you slowly, one by one.
I think it's just
I
roll
think that
20
is-
is like we're gonna drop you whenever.
There you go.
Anytime it's your turn, roll 20 is just gonna drop you.
Well, it's
I
Google
think
though
it's the
that's
plan.
dropping
Yeah.
you.
Because
This
it
is
was
how
funny,
I roll
'cause, like, I was
20.
Yeah,
asking- I was
it's not roll
talking
20,
my
it's
way
Google
through my
Hangouts.
action, talking my way through my action on roll 20, and then I'm talking, and then I asked a question, and no one answered, and it was in the background. So I was like, I'm talking to myself, aren't I? Clicked out, and then sure enough. So yeah, is that bush between me and the giant froggo like obstructioning, or is it like a small bush?
So it's a small bush.
Okay.
It is big enough that your halfling companion like darted into it and you lost sight of them for a moment, and then they fired at the froghemoth.
Oh wait.
Would you
that's
say
right.
it was a shrubbery?
It is
Yes,
a shrubbery?
it is a shrubbery.
But I also
It is-
really quick. need to do-
Strawberry.
Very good. So Eskrim will then reach into the pouch at his waist and pull out a couple little rocks, and they hover above his hand and sharpen down into like little spindles and just fly forward because
Okay.
Evening Wall looks badass when he does that. And that is my Eldritch Blast, for which I have 2 attacks. So there they both are.
Some you nat 20 on your.
Oh, dang.
So
We'll pay
that's
for these crits later.
15
that-
plus
Yeah.
8. So math.
Yeah, that hits.
Both of them hit, or just the one?
Yeah, both of them hit.
Nice. And let's see. I think that will probably be my turn because no one looks injured that I can see as of right now. So yeah, that will be my turn.
Okay. Jor, you are up next.
All right. So, since I see this guy up here, Jor will run down, run up the wall to get even with him for a second, and he's going to smack that guy right there.
Okay.
For 16.
16 hits.
For 10. And he's going to extra attack it. Does 12 hit?
12 does not hit.
All right, since that does not hit, he's going to bonus action, step of the wind, and he's just going to keep on running.
Okay, I do have to ask, with that first attack, was that with your bare hand?
Yeah,
Okay, please give me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm immune to poison.
Well, then never mind.
I'm a level 10 monk.
What's the save anyway?
But drunk poison is so fun. You get super fucking high.
In the words of Shanna, I didn't ask if you're immune. I asked for a save.
Stop doing shit to get you in trouble, and you'll stop needing to make saves. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Fitzvon Boom Boom Pop.
Right, let's see here.
Is that your name?
So, yeah, that's my name.
I knew it was
The
Fitz.
left hand von Boom Boom Pops.
Mhm.
And it goes off for a while. So I'm thinking. So I have my broom of flying. I could take off And could I cast a scorching ray at the same turn, or?
You should be able to. Let me double check the broom of flying real quick. I don't think it requires an action, but it might.
Okay.
Can we get some flying monkey background music?
Oh yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
That's it.
First item. Yes, yes.
Eskrim is like,
I
"Who
know it
invited
well.
Harry Potter?"
Okay, so you do have to speak its command word, but that does not actually require an action, it looks like. So yeah, you're able to hop onto it, say its command word, and you are flying and can still cast a spell.
All right. So and then let me do the attack rolls here. And there's let me add the spell up here. Let me see. It was 3 rays, so I can target one or several. Okay, nice. So I can hit all. I gotta move first, but I can hit all of them. I think from there potentially. Wait out. Yeah. 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 So then that's my proficiency bonus and my dexterity. Okay, there we go. There's one. And I'll target 3 different guys over here. Let me point them out. Dang it. I'll do it in a second here.
Okay. So that one's for the orange one, correct?
Yeah, that's for the orange one. And then the second one's going to be for the guy. Oh, shit. My view is obstructed here. 1 second. So we got, yeah, and then one for this guy over here. Oh, you ping it.
Yep.
And then for the guy down over here by Spider. Come on. Oop.
Okay.
And then I guess I could hit.
Rolls, if this
Third
is
one
the
probably
first one
misses
that
one.
hits, this one hits if that's the second one, and this one hits if it's the third one.
And that one. Oh, nice. Yes, that is indeed my intention. And it's 2d6 for each of those, if I'm not mistaken. 2d6 for 2d6 fire damage. All right, let me roll that. Roll 2d6. So there's 7 on the first one, 6 on the second one, and 10 on the third one. So I'm just flying around, spraying fire, and probably laughing while I'm doing it at this point.
Okay, so the green one to the south does look severely injured from that. It looks very crispy. All 3 are still standing, but they did not like that.
Oh, hello.
They're mad because you're laughing at them.
Okay, it is now Usaku's turn.
But no one's gonna laugh.
And because you were on top of the building, nothing else has caught fire, by the way.
Isn't Usaku in the water?
Oh, good. Excellent.
Yeah, I'm in the water.
In the water and currently grappled.
Yeah,
was
am
gonna say,
I
I thought he was
just grappled or am I restrained?
Just grappled.
Oh.
Okay. And how tall is the wall here?
So the water is 6 feet deep, and it's only about 2 feet above that like lip is.
Okay. So the first thing he does, and anyone who's got line of sight on him, you see the weird little tattoos that are all over him flare for a second. And then he doesn't turn blue, but he does turn translucent himself like a ghost. And slips the grapple. I'm using this.
Seeing this, Eskrim will aside to the halfling next to him. Well, that's going to make them very difficult to tell apart.
Unless you're searching, you can't see me in the bush.
But
if
I know
you
you're
want to address the bush, you can, but you don't know that I'm there anymore.
I know you're there somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He saw you go in the bush and not
Yeah.
come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know I'm probably still in the bush.
And I'm not afraid to talk to myself. You know, when one is
Alright.
looking to speak.
Oh,
with
you
me,
go
they are
step 10
sometimes
too?
forced to do so.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Oh, you took that too?
No.
Okay.
I am about to do the most like if you don't kill this thing, I'm about to do the most monk thing I've ever done without being a monk.
So I just get out of the water so that I'm not at disadvantage.
Mhm.
And then I will attack recklessly with
You're
my
a
bite.
barbarian.
I'm a
Yeah.
barbarian too.
He's a fighter barbarian, I'm pretty sure.
Awesome.
Oh
So
god.
there's the
Oh,
bite.
awesome.
It's a double crit.
Oh, this
Shayna,
is awesome.
Shayna is gonna roll so many ones to compensate for this.
I know, right? God.
Yep.
Shane is gonna pay for this forever.
Yeah.
Shayna's
Okay.
our group sin eater.
So that's the bite. He also has to make a DC 13 strength save, but he's gonna make it because he's huge.
All right.
Okay.
No, he
Strength
does.
save. And nope. Come on, roll 20. Okay. Strength save. Uh, 22 for that strength save.
Yeah, it's a 13 that has to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it.
Okay.
That is not right though. Oh, my damage.
Should be more than that because you only roll damage once.
Yeah.
Well, so the bite is right. The Oh no, it's right. I rolled a 1
Oh.
and a 3. Okay,
Okay.
no, that's right. I just suck at rolling damage.
Okay. So unfortunately, it's not knocked prone because it made its saving throw,
Okay.
and it is still standing.
And I do I do use the rest of my movement to No, I don't. I stay I'm just going to circle around here a little bit, but stay right on the bank.
Okay. Holcomb.
Okay. So Holcomb will take the 5 points of damage from the even though like I will do the check to see if I can even see it. It really doesn't matter. I'll take the damage regardless, but let's figure out if you can see it. That's an intelligence save, right? To see the thorns around me.
Not intelligence, it's a wisdom save.
Oh, okay. That I probably don't see actually. Oh, I probably do.
Oh yeah, you see them. You can tell that there are thorns all around you, and moving through them is going to cause.
I don't care. I see my quarry. So Holcomb will, because he still has Expeditioner's Retreat going, will go 10 feet. Jump. He has a strength of 19, so he automatically makes the jump to the wall.
Okay.
So he's basically there. We'll move here, jump again into the water using his bonus action to dash, dive into the water, swim to here, or actually to here, flank with the wolf to negate the fact that he's underwater while like fighting with this thing, and rising uppercut the frog.
Okay. Awesome. You do take 12 points of piercing damage as you move the 10 feet through the difficult terrain.
Okay.
You do all of that.
And now I get to make my attack.
Yes. It has seemed to speed up
21
again.
or sorry, actually it's only an 11 on that one, but I do get 2 attacks because
Are you
the
flanking with me though for advantage?
yeah, but I'm
But he's in the
underwater.
water, you have
Oh.
advantage, so it cancels out.
So 28 to hit.
That one hits.
I'm assuming 11 missed.
Yes, 11 missed.
So Thunder Punch, which is like a booming punch. At 8 points of damage, but now he has disadvantage against anything other than me.
Okay.
And you know what my AC is, so yeah.
Oh yeah, I know what your AC is.
But the giant frog doesn't. Ha!
All
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope. That's my turn. I use my
All right,
bonus
it is-
action. I use my action. And I don't
Right,
have to
it
make
is
the con
now-
save because I have a +9 to con. It did not exceed my... I can't fail that con save.
For what?
Mm-hmm.
Concentration.
Oh, right. I figured that. All right. It is now its turn. I need you, Holcomb, to make a strength saving throw
Okay.
as its tongue flicks out and attempts to hit you.
Give me a second. That roll. 13. Actually, I have something for this. Give me a second.
All right.
Actually, it's a 17 because I get a +4 for all the items I'm attuned to.
Well, 17 is still not enough,
Really?
really. So its tongue wraps around you. You can feel its stickiness. You're already within 5 feet of it, so it's going to use a bonus action to attempt to make a bite attack against you, which I don't think is going to hit.
Is it restrained or
Take it
grappled?
Out of the can first, stupid.
Say again?
Is it? Am I restrained or grappled?
Neither, actually. You feel the sticky tongue. It kind of like pulls you towards it. Does a 28 hit your AC?
It would, but shield.
Okay. So as the sticky tongue comes,
My
flying-
AC is 29 from the rest of the turn. No.
that's fine. I almost hit you.
The one
All right.
chance.
I want chance. Dang it. As the tongue comes flying, you cast shield. It prevents it from hitting you. You can tell that it's a very sticky tongue. And, well, you don't know what it would have happened necessarily if it hit, but it misses.
Okay.
All right. Willow.
All right. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm gonna do the same thing and shoot. Oh boy, where did my rolls go? Cha. Nice.
That hits.
I'm trying to remember if I get. Oh, I get advantage.
You get advantage right now because it can't see you. You hit earlier.
It's fine. Fine.
Okay.
It won't let me have it, but again, once per turn, sneak attack for another 31.
It is looking really rough, but it is still up.
Okay. That's it for me.
Okay. It is now the Grung's turn. Let's see. It is not happy with being unable to poison the creature in front of it. So what it would do is disengage and go.
Did we lose Shayna again?
No, I'm here. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. So 10, 20. Yep. It is hanging on the side of the building right up here. It is not actually on top, but it is very close to being on top. It used its action to disengage, so unfortunately Ash is unable to get an opportunity attack, but it moves away from Ash. It is now the Red Grung's turn. And I need to look that up because I don't remember it. Okay. Stop that roll 20. Bad roll 20. Okay, well, that's interesting. It drops concentration on the thorns on top. So I don't know if I cannot fully select that yet. Fine, be that way. So it drops concentration and it goes 5, 10, 15, 20. To where it can see Jor. And it's going to cast plant growth around Jor. It is 100-foot radius centered on that point. Become thick and overgrown. Creature moving through the area must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves. So 100 feet centered around Jor, the plants just erupt in growth. And it's not just difficult terrain, but for every square you move, you actually have to use 4 squares of movement to do so.
It's super difficult terrain.
It is super difficult terrain.
And it did it to the monk that really just doesn't really matter to Jor.
It's not
He
that
doesn't know that. You let him
It's
try.
intelligent.
Jor is going to break out.
I'll let the frog try, and then I'm going to run up and smack him in the face.
I love that the frog hemoth is being handled by the artificer who's just punching it and the wolf that's just biting it.
Yes. Now, with it doing that, everyone else within 100-foot radius also has to deal with this difficult terrain. So I'm fairly certain that is everyone, including the other grung. Yes. It is now the orange grung's turn, who is right next to your wizard.
Mhm.
And it is going to go ahead and take its short bow out. But first I'm going to see if it recharges its chirp, which it does not. So it is going to try to hit you with its short bow. Okay,
Okay.
fits. 5.
6 armor class. I think it was-
19 to hit.
Oh yeah, that should definitely hit. Yeah.
Okay, so you take
Let's see.
4 points of piercing damage and
Okay.
4 points of poison damage. And
Oh,
I need
okay.
you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Okay, that's good. So that's 1 plus 2. Let's see. I got a 9.
Okay, so you are poisoned, which unfortunately means
Okay.
that you do have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay.
You also feel this fear course through your body.
Oh, it's like the dragon again, right? Yeah.
It's even worse than that. You're not afraid of the grung.
Even worse.
Grung are cool.
Mhm.
They're froggy peeps.
Mhm.
You're afraid of all of
Mhm.
your companions. So
I mean, that kind of makes sense given what
To be
I've
fair,
what
yeah.
I've seen of them so far. So maybe it's not the poison talking.
maybe not. But as it is right now, you are afraid of
But
your
maybe it is.
allies. Okay.
Ugh. Okay.
Spider.
All right.
Well, that's super inconvenient. How tall is this wall that the grung are on?
The building is 20 feet tall. The wall you are next to is 12 feet. So this one is 20.
Okay. And I'm going to assume it doesn't specify in the plant growth spell, but that's giving everything total cover as far as range.
Not total cover. It does give partial cover. But you've got the sharpshooter feat, which
That's why I'm wondering. I think it does. Sharpshooter doesn't help for total cover. I don't think. I'd have to look, but
okay. It's not total cover. It's just really super difficult terrain.
okay. Half and 3/4. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're equally restricted, so I'm actually going to go after this grung. So 4 squares instead of 6. So I'm going to use my action, my movement, and my cunning action to dash again. So a movement and 2 dashes, that gives me a total of 18 squares. So 4 squares and a token I can move. So 1, 2, 3. Well, give me a second here. I'll move Ash. So that's what he's doing. And Ash is just going to, like, I guess, go straight up, get some altitude, and keep an eye on this guy over here.
Okay.
So Ash's movement is 50 flying, so he's just going to be up in the air.
Okay.
And that's all I'm going to be able to do.
All right. Eskrim.
Okay. Eskrim, seeing his brother is still wrapped up in frog tongue, if I recall.
Did not actually hit him. He cast
Because
shield
shielded
in
it,
time.
it didn't even hit him. Okay.
Right.
No, I thought it was grappled because you made me make a strength saving throw, which I failed, but then you made an attack.
No, so the way it is worded, it's straight up, it's not an attack. You make a strength saving throw.
Right. And then I shielded the attack that you rolled afterwards.
Okay, so I kind of phrased it wrong then. The tongue hit you. It was the
Usually
bite.
you succeed at the attack
bonus
and
action.
then roll.
Yeah, so the tongue hit you.
Mm-hmm.
It pulled you towards it. It attempted to bite you, which was the attack that you shielded against.
Okay, so
it was-
I'm still grappled by the tongue.
So it's not a grapple though. The tongue
restraining?
turns back to its body. I know it's a little weird.
It's just
But-
forced movement.
Yeah, it's
Oh, it's force movement. Okay, it was literally like if I was 10 feet away, it would have pulled me forward.
If you were 20 feet away, it would have pulled you directly towards it, so it could take a chomp action.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. I was just already in melee, so we didn't see that part of it.
Right.
Okay,
Sorry.
So then I'm going to bonus action inspire him in case it tries to do something silly like that again, and say just something really common like, "Brother, mind the thing's tongue. You don't know where it's been." And then I'm going to do a whole other,
Sticky.
finger waggle, Eldritch Blast, Ebony Maw style shenanigans.
Okay.
Scrolled too far. Sorry. And we all have advantage now, right? From his until the end of his turn.
For what?
No, it just has disadvantage against any attacks against anyone other than me.
Oh, it has disadvantage against us, not us advantage against it. Okay, then never mind.
Basically, I don't actually do much damage. I am super tanky.
Yep. Okay, so a 22 and an 18 are my two
Those
attacks.
hit.
Okay, so 20 damage.
All right. How would you like to describe taking this froghemoth out?
Oh, then those spindly little rock things that my Eldritch Blast manifest as just completely lacerate the thing's face as it then just drops forward right at his brother's feet.
Okay.
I feel like your brother does give you a look, like 3-point lands on the like stone that he's like. Apparently, I should have actually decided I stepped on instead of taking disadvantage, like a straight roll on the attacks that I did. But like,
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That's the end of my turn.
All right. Jor.
All right, and it's all overgrown, right? All over the place.
Yep, all over the place.
Is it up on the building too?
It is up on the building too. It's 100 feet from you. So technically on the other side of the building, because it has to go up the building and across, where on the other side of these pillars, where the pond is not overgrown, but inside of the outer wall, all over the building, all along the pathway, all of that is overgrown.
All right, I'm going to bonus action shadow step up to level with this guy right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to punch him in the face. And I have advantage, so
16 hits.
okay.
14 does not.
Well, the 16, it was just advantage, so
Okay, then 16
first.
hits.
For 11, and I'm going to extra attack and smack him again. 15.
15 misses.
15 misses. And then after that, I'm just going to run back down.
Okay. Fitz.
Is the spell that he's casting
right.
concentration?
It is, and thank you for reminding me because
Yeah.
he needs to do a concentration check. And fails, so the plant growth all around you fades.
Huzzah!
Well done.
Yay.
Okay, Fitz.
All right, so I'm poisoned and like I'm freaking out about everybody right now. So
Yeah, you are
and everyone's
actually-
around me.
Yeah, you're scared of your allies currently.
I'm scared of my allies, and they're all like basically I can't go any direction away from them, so I'm gonna have to go up. So I'm gonna like start. I'll go an extra few feet. I don't know, 20 feet up in the air or something, and like get my wand out and just kind of do full defense and just kind of be like pointing it around, like paranoid at everybody, just like like watch out! You don't know how many of these I got. I got plenty of these. I got more where this came from. You don't know what they can do. Just
Like,
stay
define
back.
allies. We just met.
Yeah, it's a loose.
Okay.
Yeah, wasn't he already kind of scared of us? So it's kind of like that's a nebulous term.
It's a very natural progression. Yeah.
I am leaving it up to Derek to define what he viewed as his allies.
No, it would
I
be.
don't think I was done with the frog guys now.
Do you want to use your reaction to hold any action for a specific trigger? That is something you can do in fight.
If he took a full action that is to full defense, we usually call it the dodge action.
Okay.
So he can't hold his reaction like that.
Right.
Then
That's why I'm asking for clarification. Because if it's just you're wound up and you're ready to fire, that would be holding your action to do something. If you're taking full defense, you take the dodge action, and everyone has disadvantage on attacks against you.
I guess if anyone actually seemed like they were going to get close enough, I would hold action for magic missile. Just thinking that I have one more casting of it left. I prepared it twice.
So the downside to holding a spell, like if you hold a cantrip and it fizzles, no big deal. But if you hold a spell and the trigger doesn't happen, you still lose the spell slot.
Okay, then maybe I'll hold firebolt in that case then. And
Good call.
And get close. Yeah.
All right. Excellent. The grung does let you move away, so you can move your token away from the grung to position yourself against your new combatants.
Let's see. How can I move up? Like probably over this way. Can't get too far away yet, though.
Okay.
I think I'm going up and over kind
All right. It is now
Alright.
Usuku's turn.
Okay.
And I broke his
So
tree.
there's no difficult terrain, right?
Nope, that dropped because of the red grung losing its concentration.
Okay. So
In front of you in the water
three,
still
four.
is your strange armored companion. There is the statue that looks like a giant frog in the middle of the water, and you can still hear something happening on top of the building.
yeah, I'm going towards the rest of my pack. So I still have that that ghost walk until the end of this turn. So I just go right through the wall here. How tall
Okay.
is this wall?
In front of you, the building is 20 feet tall.
Okay. Then as a bonus action, I bring my friend right behind me, right behind this grung, and reckless attack through him.
Okay. You do hear a surprised squeak when it appears. And go ahead and make your attacks.
Cool.
He wore his yellow pants today.
What is with your attack?
Did I roll another 20? I can't. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
You did. You
That word's
don't
going to town.
need to roll damage unless you want to see how horrifically you rip him apart.
Yes.
Yes.
And because of how much damage that
of. Oh,
was,
jeez. Whoa.
go ahead and describe how you eviscerate this little green grung.
Please don't.
Oh,
He
okay.
just bit a green grung. I want to point this out to everybody.
But he's spirity, so
We're getting to that, but it's the spirit side, and it's like the memory of something.
Oh
it's
yeah,
not
yeah. So it wouldn't be.
So,
It actually isn't. It's my attack. I attack
Okay.
through the spirit.
Well, then, after you describe it, please roll a con save.
Okay. Actually, he appears behind it. He eeks, leans over the small grung, and just swallows it, and then I belch on this side.
Okay.
Nice.
And then a con save.
Yes, please. All right, you
Okay.
do make your con save. So it is the nastiest tasting frog creature you could imagine. It is super bitter in your mouth. It kind of makes you drool excessively, but you are not poisoned.
Okay.
Mm.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can't get him over there, so he's just gonna start. Oh no, I can't go that far. Yeah, so he's got to go that way. I just start moving this thing the rest of the way after he, but that's as far as I can move him, so I can't get him in position.
Okay. Holcomb.
Okay, and the stupidity of my character being or not him being dumb, but like the weirdness of my character. How tall is this wall? I know this one is 20 feet. How tall is this one? You said it was 10 feet?
12, yeah.
12.
Okay, so he will again bonus action dash because expeditious retreat is still going on. And go 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
You're also 6 feet down because you're in the water. Oh no, you're on the rock.
I'm on the rock. I will actually move to here, use my Githyanki psionic action to cast jump on myself, which is surprisingly not a concentration spell. So now my jump distance is doubled and I can bonus action dash.
Okay.
And I have a strength of 19, so that means that I jump to this lily pad, jump onto the platform, jump onto this wall, and then jump onto this wall and go to here.
Okay, well, you can't go to there because there's a big wolf right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I stand right behind the wolf.
Should've just used the
Oh no,
step.
this is actually an entire ceiling, right? So I go to here.
Yeah.
That's my
Yes.
entire turn. I can't because I already used my action cast jump. But yeah.
The frog creatures in front of you, eyes widen as you are leaping across the roof. like
In
that.
heavy armor. I want to put this out.
Go ahead. So, give me an athletics check, just real quick.
Okay. Not great at this, but weirdly. 21.
Okay. If they survive, something will happen.
That's my entire turn. I'll be back.
All right, it is Willow.
Well, talk about height envy. Jesus. Okay. How tall? I think I missed the description earlier. The building the Grongs around. How tall is it?
20 feet tall.
From
And it
where I
isn't-
am, actually.
It is an enclosed building. There are things inside, but
But they're on top.
yeah, they're on top.
But could I reasonably see this one from where I am to shoot it?
Yes, it's right at the corner, so you could see at least the top of its head.
That's what I was hoping. As I'm gonna shoot it.
All right.
14
That hits.
or 32.
Okay, another one bites the dust. Now this
no.
orange one, by the way,
Headshot, yeah.
looked like it was more muscular, certainly than the green ones.
Mhm.
But it
From the bush, you
falls-
hear a tiny voice yell, "Boom! Headshot!"
I'm like, what the?
No scope.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
No.
Okay. It is now the Red Grung's turn. It drops to the floor and prostrates itself in front of Fulcrum. And is kind of like raising its hands up and then putting back down and then raising its hands up. And Githyanki have kind of a yellowish color to their skin, do they not?
Correct.
Excellent.
All hail our yellow gods.
Yeah, so currently the Red Grung is basically worshiping at the feet of Fulcrum. It spends its entire turn doing this. We can go out of initiative unless anyone wishes to continue the battle.
No, but Spider will express his annoyance with Wolf Boy. That was my kill.
And I will give some advice to the metal man. Don't eat it. Bad. Way worse than gnome.
All right, I need Scott to come back so we can hear that. Damn it!
It's probably actually true.
Okay.
Speaking of which, where is gnome?
So I'm probably coming down from
I
the
need
venom
something
at
to get this, taste off my palate here.
Welcome back, Fulcrum. So we are out of initiative right now. The Red Grung in front of you has prostrated itself and is worshiping at your feet, raising its hands up and then bringing them back down, barely touching your toes. Your wolf companion has recommended you not eat it, that it's way worse than gnome.
Give me a second. I actually shake my head and will actually move towards the what I think is Big Frog, but I know is a froghemoth, and start or actually he'll look at the grung, kind of like be really uncomfortable, but like help. And then we'll move to the froghemoth and start trying to pull it out of the water. And then we'll like cut off an eye stalk because he doesn't think because he didn't make the kill, so it's not his kill. Cut off an eye stalk for a trophy, and then look at it will be like cookie, cook.
Cool.
Are you just standing by yourself saying cookie?
No, I can't see you, can I?
Yeah, no, I'm hidden.
I look around like cookie.
You see a cookie chucked at you out of that bush.
It probably just banks off of my helmet actually at that point.
I'll
Like,
poke my head out.
oh, cookie, and then he like walks away dejected as the like he
She'll
actually
run
made a
after you.
friend but
No,
didn't.
she'll run up after you and hand you a cookie when she sees your sack.
Oh, cookie, and she wouldn't say, "Oh, you a cookie." Good
Yeah.
Then
cook.
you go
It's less the command and more like a.
Oh, is he so
Question.
can I, since he is monosyllabic, can I roll to see if I'm picking up what he's trying to ask me to do?
absolutely. Also, when he looks down to grab the cookie out of your hand, there is a little red grung right next to you who has picked up the cookie you threw and is offering it up to him, even though it's got dirt and stuff on it.
I'll, as I'm determining what he says, look at the grung and be like, brush it off.
Actually, he will when he notices that, he will look to his brother and be like, he wasn't paying
So-
attention because Scott was gone, and then would be like,
So, I think Willow would understand that you're asking for this thing to be cooked, but maybe not pick up that you want her to do it.
Mhm.
So what she's gonna say is, I don't know if that would taste very good, but someone here must be good at cooking.
Why
am-
ruin?
he actually points to himself, good cook, but you better, or then it wouldn't say you, it would be like, good
Point.
cook, better.
Ah, I could try, but I'm not a really good cook. That's usually my brother's job. I'll try though if you want. So
That's
she'll
his
take the
entire
eyeball.
action. He does kind of look at the dog and will be, or the warg, and be like, well, actually might be mentioned to Jor and say, good hound, like more confident about it.
Nice.
As Grimwell approached the grung that is hero worshipping his brother per request and ask it if it speaks common.
I speak.
Okay, then he will attempt and very delicately persuade the grung to be more discreet in his worship of my brother, as he is a humble god who does not like the attention in front of the others, lest they become jealous.
Can I do an insight check on my brother to like smack him on the backside of the head on that one?
Absolutely.
There's my persuasion roll, by the way, for the grung.
So its eyes get bigger and it whispers, he's a god.
Apparently, I don't hear
God."
that.
I mean, and I'll ask the grung, I'm like, did you not see him traverse the battlefield like it was nothing beneath him? What mortal is capable of such feats?
Oh, jeez.
Again, I wish I could hear you because I would have been like, you could do exactly what I did.
Okay. So I think we are going to wrap it up there for tonight, since Spider
Okay.
is going to be investigating the building, which does have a locked gate in the front of it. So there's
Did I
going to
succeed
be,
in discreet worship instead of overt?
you definitely convinced it to try not to like hang on his ankles.
Success.
But now it is actually worship instead of thinking that this was his
Yeah.
new.
Oh,
Shayna, in case you want a little professional
then-
rivalry there.
Huh?
Unless you want a little professional rivalry, Spider's pretty good with the lockpicks.
I was gonna say I was gonna offer to help, but you did fine, and we know how I roll, so I'm gonna be over here with an eyeball, figuring out whether or not I can cook the damn thing.
She's there to
Jor
cover
could cook
advantage if
stew,
necessary.
but
Be-
that's about it. But he can
Well,
because I'm an
good
artificer,
stew.
I didn't know this. I just read it. I get expertise on all tool checks that I'm proficient with, so I'm pretty good at it too. But
So can I really quick make a survival whether or not we can cook the damn thing? I'm not.
Absolutely.
Everyone's
Go
gonna
ahead and
learn
make a
real quick.
survival check.
Cool.
Spider unlocks the gate. I need Spider to give me a wisdom saving throw.
So this is a magic effect.
It is a magic effect.
I am a familiar to a pseudo dragon, so I have advantage. Not that it helps at all, but there you go.
So you see a glyph flash right as you hear that satisfying click of the lock unlocking, and you are under the effects of a fear spell, which is where we will be starting on Tuesday. That 8, you are not sure if Froghemoth is edible or not.
Everyone's gonna learn really quick. I'm not a cook, like at all. Not even a little bit.
All of my calm emotions.
so this is
on-
weird. I actually do have expertise in cook, because at the same time I was like on my D&D Beyond sheet I did actually choose them. Like, what would a hunter be good at? Well, they would be good at cartography and they'd be good at hunting.
Yeah, I have the cartography, not the cooking bit. That wasn't my job.
Mm.
I don't.
Okay. So,
Um,
Travis just let me know Spider is immune to fear. So the glyph goes off. Anyone that's actually in visual range would see a flash
I
of
feel
light.
like I should do a wisdom saving throw, which I'm actually bad at. So, like, god damn it.
You make it.
Whatever cheats you have, why was I not included? I don't understand.
they
I'm
aren't cheats. It's a
consistently left
ridiculous
out.
character sheet.
It's apparently the McElhaney brothers tonight, and they're. I got a few
Yeah,
because of,
Mr.
the
3
virtual
crits in a row.
Ash also makes his wisdom saving. So the glyph goes off. It is unarmed. We will pick up on Tuesday with
Okay.
the unlocking happening after the glyph
Cool.
passes
Alright,
over.
awesome,
Everyone, you do
Lot of
now
fun.
have a
Good.
little red rung that is following around Fulcrum.
And
And it's
Which Holcrum is super uncomfortable with.
I thought he was
Yeah,
already
yeah.
worshiping you when I was trying to tell him to be more discreet about it. I did not realize